had a blowout with Gary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a little pissed off at him because on the wrap-up show yesterday, he's playing bits I haven't played because I haven't played them fast enough for him. So he wanted to give an example of a bit. But like I said, Gary, when do you ever do that? What am I, on a timetable? I mean, if I don't get to something within a week, I get the shit on?
He had decided that you were never going to play that.
Yeah. So he started arguing with me, and I said, Gary, what's the argument? You know the rule. Oh, I'm glad we know now. I go, no, you've known that for... You just stop it. Enough of the wrap-up show, then. Enough. It's done. Over. The wrap-up show. I said, just don't go in and invade my shit. I'm like crazed out of my mind over, and I fixate, and then I can't let go of something.
Right. We had a saying in AA about drinking and drugs: don't admit it, don't deny it, stop it.
Right.
No argument.
What pissed me off is he acted like he didn't know that's the rule.
Well, what are the bits that they used to, because it was sort of like, they used to have bits that were...
Bits Howard wouldn't play?
Right.
Yeah, well, they would come to me and say, here's some bits that you're not using. Do you mind if we use them on the Friday show? And I'd say, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm never going to use those. The Grandpa Pizza clip that Sal's been busting my ass to get on, I just kind of keep there, and when I feel like playing it, I play it.
Okay.
I'm actually glad I like to try to keep at least 5 to 10 things in the chamber, so to speak, in case I need them.
Okay.
If I need to take a break or I feel like I want to just play a bunch of things in a row,
They were looting the reserves.
I've got my madness. Yeah, they looted my vault, so to speak, because I didn't do it fast enough for Gary. He goes, well, I'm just looking to make it interesting on the wrap-up show. I go, no. I don't care about the wrap-up show. It's irrelevant, the wrap-up show. I mean, really, you're fucking freaking me out.
First of all, Howard, it's not... You focus on this thing and like as if it wasn't about whether you play...
No, you don't understand.
But hold on, can I just make a point?
How many years are you working with me?
First of all, it wasn't about whether you play the stuff fast enough or not. It was about how the guys freak out and nag me that you're not getting
Fine.
stuff.
Talk about it.
And we did talk about all that. And that was, we all sort of agreed, and if we're wrong, I'm sorry, we all agreed that was a bit that you had decided not to play.
No, that was never, ever discussed.
Sal said he saw you take it off your page.
I took it off, and I said to him, Sal, in the next hour, remind me.
But I'm not, Howard, I swear to you, I'm not.
Gary, are you my producer or not?
Yes.
Fuck Sal and Richard. Are you my producer?
Yes. And
what's the rule?
When we did the Friday show...
You call me up and you tell me.
I never played any of that stuff for you when we did the Friday.
Yes,
never.
you did. You came to me and said, do you mind if I play this? Bits Howard rejected. I didn't reject the bit. You gotta fucking be kidding me. You're gonna argue this with me?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you some insight into what happened.
No insight.
I'm not arguing.
I'm sick of your insight. Just tell me, boom.
But you pay me for insight.
No, listen to me. Here's the rule yet again. If anybody doesn't understand it, you call me up and you fucking ask me if I'm done with something. How's that?
That I understand.
All right, thank you.
But
you don't understand.
I'm not arguing with you. I swear to you, I'm not arguing.
No, I understand you had a rationale. We all get it.
I'm just trying to tell you what I was thinking, so you don't understand that.
Stop thinking.
But I don't want you to think like I'm just some fucking renegade lunatic just playing whatever I want.
No, it's just that you get excited and you listen to Sal and Richard and they boss you around.
That's not
true. And you can't fucking. You gotta fucking use your head.
Robin, did you?
It wasn't like that at all.
It wasn't, Robin. Robin was there.
No,
but I'm just saying it wasn't like that. It was.
Of course, it's like that.
It was very organic, and it just seemed. It's not like I'm.
It's not organic. What is this organic?
It just sort of happened.
What is organic?
It's not like I walked.
I'm more the organ. How I know what's organic.
It's not like I walked in and said, "Oh, let's play bits from the show today." It just sort of happened, and it seemed. And it
don't
felt
let
right.
things happen. It felt right.
It did.
It feels wrong to me.
It does now.
Yeah. It felt right. No. This is. Let me explain to you yet again how I work. I don't necessarily play something for 10 years. It comforts me to know there are 10 things that my audience hasn't heard that's fresh and new.
Robin, did I say that on the air yesterday?
Yeah, good. So then where did you go wrong?
We were all under hold on. We meaning...
Who's the we? I want to hear the royal we.
Me.
You is we.
I'm going to take the me.
You call yourself we.
Was under the assumption that you were done with that bit. And okay, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I admit it.
Done with it. I haven't played it yet.
Nobody...
I never said to Sal I'm not playing it. I said not today. I'm not ready. And Sal knew that, too.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. In fact, I said to him, I'm taking it off this page. I said, in the next hour, remind me. And he never reminded me. He's incompetent, and so are you.
Hey, listen, I wasn't looking, Howard.
Sal, get out of here. Just leave. You'd be the smartest man on the planet if you left right this second. You'd be really smart if you left right now.
I got one thing to say.
Say it, but I told you.
Okay.
What did I warn you?
Yes.
You'd be really smart to leave right now.
Okay, on the
All right, go ahead. You're so smart. You're
No.
going to stay.
On the wrap-up show, I said, Gary, this is not a good idea. Howard hasn't played it yet.
Oh, fuck you! Robin, did he say that?
Well, then he's right.
I'll pull the tape.
You
I'll pull the
fucking
tape.
cocksucking
No, I'm
lying
not
piece
throwing you
of
on-
shit. You are a fucking
I'm not
piece
throwing-
of shit.
No,
You're
wait
telling
a-
you
you're telling
You know
him.
what? I now look at you and
know,
see you
I
for the
swear to God,
human
I can't
piece of
win.
So Sal
shit that
told
you
you.
are. Howard,
No, but I'm not
Robin just,
saying
shut the fuck
that.
up. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
not- listen to
Robin
me.
just said that he did not say that. Robin
I
was in
swear
there
to
for
God,
the
I'll
whole
pull
show.
the
I'm
tape.
glad you actually stayed. I apologize.
But wait a minute. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm trying to say is that...
No, you said he's wrong.
No. The point I'm trying to make is that you did pull it off the page.
Yes.
And Gary is
and
right.
what did I say to you when
and,
I pulled it off the page? Quote what I said to you when I pulled it off
Why
the
don't
page.
you just say what you told me out there?
And I said...
Why don't you say... Okay, here's what he goes.
What did I?
don't-
Wait a second. What did I say to you when I pulled the bit off the page?
Remind me about it again at another break.
In another break.
And I did, though.
No, you didn't.
No, but Howard, we have. But
and I
the
don't
thing-
care. That means I'm still using it.
But I'm not saying what
see what I
Gary...
go through with
Here's
this
the
lunatic?
point I'm trying to make. What Gary
what
was
do you
saying...
mean what you go through with the lunatic?
This
You're the
lunatic,
lunatic.
him.
He's not a lunatic. You are.
He's a fucking lunatic.
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what he just said out there. I walked out. I go, just want to let you know, Howard's really upset about yesterday. And he goes,
He
about
pulled it
that
off
bit.
the
He goes,
page.
woo! So it's making the crazy sign about
No,
you.
I said-
you little
I
piece
said
of
crazy.
shit. Don't fucking deny it, cocksucker.
No, now he's selling me out. He goes,
I'm not telling you, I'm telling
went
the
in there-
truth.
You went in there. You went to me and goes, fucking Howard's going nuts on me. And I go,
said
why
Howard is
Why are
furious
you
about yesterday.
Why are you reporting to Sal my reaction?
Because I want them to be ready for this.
No. You should be ready.
Oh, God.
Why are you reporting what I say to you to Sal? Is he the boss?
Absolutely not.
So in other words, when Mel Karmazin, you go into a meeting with him, do you sit there and tell everything Mel said to everyone else?
If it affects all of us, yes, because I want them to know not to play.
How does it affect? If you're
Howard,
doing your job, how does it affect
You can't ask
them?
a question and
This
not get an
is
answer.
insane. He
Can't
goes
ask-
and reports to Sal.
You can't get a question. Can't ask a question and not.
Go ahead. What else are you going
What
to
if
report?
they think it's okay to play bits and I didn't say anything to them? not to
Say,
do it?
by the way, I made a mistake yesterday.
Okay,
You
what
don't
was it?
report on my mood. No, what do you mean? Let's stop. You know I'm right. If you're in management, you go out. You don't sit and bust me. You
I'm not
go
busting
out
you.
and
They
you
need
say,
to know that it comes from you. That you don't
no,
wanna-
it comes from you.
All right, I'm done with you.
You
Wait.
don't know. It comes from
Gary,
you,
hold on.
stupid.
No, wait. Gary, you need to come back here.
Fucking die.
See, he thinks I'm selling him out, but
You
I'm
sold
not.
him out.
No, I didn't.
But I'm glad you did because I knew it.
No, but it sounds like
knew
you sold
what?
him out with a lie.
He's never
Sal.
done that before.
No, but I didn't. I said on the wrap-up show
Did
yesterday.
Gary say what you said he said? I mean,
No,
did you
but
say
Listen,
to Gary what you said
Sal,
you said to
don't
Gary?
worry about it. Gary knows he did the wrong thing. I've told him this a million times. That's why he came running in. Both? Guess what happened yesterday?
Oh,
I
he did
played the
tell
Grandpa
you?
Pizza bit because he knows. Both. Something happened on the wrap-up show yesterday, but I think I did the right thing. I go, well, how's that the right thing? You didn't call me.
Gary kept saying to you today, he goes, Sal said you took it off the page, which is true. I did.
all right.
But,
Okay, you
but
can
that
leave
doesn't.
now.
But even though you took it off the page, the point I'm trying to make is that when he decided to play on the wrap-up show yesterday, I said, Gary, are you sure you want to do this? And Gary said, trust me, it's not being played.
Oh, wow.
That's the point I'm trying to make, Gary.
Trust him.
I think that there was you guys felt that it was never going to be played.
We did too, yeah.
Yeah, and
But
Gary gets
And-
pressured by these
and
guys.
It wasn't a pressure. It was sort of like a consensus that, this is a bit Howard's never going to play.
I've never said I'm not playing it.
I think Gary used common sense in this case that it really sat for a long time, and I think the call wasn't that bad in this circumstance.
Hook nose Mike, you're on the air in Tampa. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard, you hook-nosed Jew bastard. Listen, I wanted to know if you had any new bits to play today. Do I have to listen to the wrap-up show to hear them?
Oh, I'm glad you called, Hook Nose. Yeah, the new bits now debut on the wrap-up show because I'm an asshole. Because Gary never knew that. He thought it was over.
I should tune in to anything that's new and exciting at 10 o'clock for the wrap-up show?
Yeah. Listen to Sal, Richard, and Gary on the wrap-up show today. They'll probably have some more stuff to play for you that I haven't played yet. I'll try and rush to get to a lot of it, but if I miss it, you know.
Hey, listen, if you miss it, Howard, they're going to play it. So.
Oh, yeah. Tune in. I'm telling you, you'll never know what you'll hear. Nate, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, yesterday Sal did say something to Gary on the wrap-up show about it.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Gary does what Gary wants.
Well, we have a tape of it. We can listen.
I'll listen to it.
But
I'm going to go back and listen to the show.
The point is that you, Howard, did take it off the page.
I
You
did.
tell me to remind you. You
That's
did
right.
sit for.
So you knew, too, that I wanted
Yes.
it.
Well, you sat on it for a long time, and I think.
Yes. How long do I have to, so I know?
Yeah, there's a shelf life.
I
How
don't
long
know.
is the shelf life, Sal, before you and Gary play it on the wrap-up show?
That's your call. You're the
Yeah.
boss.
Well, no, I'm not.
You're the
You and
ringleader.
Gary are the boss. You
No.
decided yesterday on your own to play it.
No.
So who's the boss?
You are.
No, you are. You decide when things are played.
No,
I didn't play it fast enough for you.
I told Gary he should not do it. I mean, but so.
I
don't recall you telling him
I
not
said
to
maybe
do
it's
it.
not a good idea, and he said, "Trust me, it's a good idea." But I think in this case, Gary made a good call. I mean,
you do? You think he made a good call?
If you weigh
good.
it out.
All right. Okay. Well, from now on, I'll check in with you.
No, you don't have to.
All right. Thanks, Sal.
All right.
Thanks a lot, pal.
But I don't want Gary.
Sal thinks Gary made a good call.
Well, that's all that counts.
Glad we got a lot out of
Don't
it.
come in here. Don't come into my office and apologize to me with your fucking stockbroker bullshit. Don't come in here. Don't fucking come in here.
What are you angry about? Yourself, I hope.
No, I'm angry.
He told you not to play it.
Sal will say anything in front of you to make himself look good.
No.
Gary couldn't have played it if they hadn't gone to get it, so he wasn't that adamant.
The point that I was trying to make to you, Gary, is you said to Howard 3 times, Sal said you took it off the page. You were already implying that it was me that led you to play it on the wrap-up show.
No, Gary did it himself. He knows
No,
He knows the
I take
rules.
responsibility for it, but don't sit here and say like you ran it like a fireman and said, don't play that bit. You always do that to try to make yourself look good in front of Howard.
It's not true.
According to this listener, he did say don't play the bit.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I said, Gary,
Nate,
maybe
you heard it, right?
Oh, definitely. He said, Howard still might play it, and Gary laughed. He goes, "Trust me, he ain't gonna play it."
That's how it went down.
Yeah. He knows.
But
So,
you
Gary, get back in here and
you
apologize
said,
to me.
I don't
Apologize
know,
to Sal,
I don't
Gary.
know. And then you went to get it.
Gary,
Fuck him.
apologize to Sal. You're lying.
He's a cunt.
Why is he a cunt? Apologize.
Because he just will do anything to make.
Why? He warned you not to play
When
it.
he feels the avalanche coming, he'll do anything to get himself
But
out.
Gary, he warned you not to play it, so apologize
He
to him.
didn't warn me not to play it at all.
I was looking out for
He
you.
just said it on the wrap-up
Oh,
show.
you're terrible.
Can I just say that thank God Sal isn't smart and he stayed in.
Right.
That's what I get for looking out for Gary.
Oh, you're terrible.
No, I mean,
Sal,
listen,
listen,
Gary's working with me 20 years. He doesn't know. Just give me a call. Don't make decisions on your own. He knows that.
Call him, Gary.
Never make a decision on your own.
Sal, listen, though, a piece of advice for the workplace. If you're going to be phony and fuck over people, do it to one party, not to everyone, because then everybody's going to be mad
How
at
did
you.
you fuck him over?
Artie, what are you implying? There's no
it
phoniness.
sounded like you ran in here. I mean,
ahead.
when you ran in here and said what you had to say about Gary, you made it sound like you were way more adamant, like you were the hero of the situation.
No.
And immediately got Howard, on your side about it. It didn't sound that strong.
Okay, but let me explain to you the point I was trying
I've
to
been
make.
made very uncomfortable today.
Me too.
No.
Sal, were you
I don't care
happy
about
that
your.
it was played? He certainly was congratulating himself
yes,
for his
I
reaction.
said Gary
he was
made a
happy
good.
it was done.
Yeah, I said Gary made
Gary
a good.
made a
in
good
this-
call?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Gary made a good call.
Think so?
And yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
and
good.
that's
He
me.
got your bit on the air in ASAP.
But the point I'm trying to make.
He overrode my decision and decided that it was time.
And
that was a
wrong.
good decision.
That's wrong.
I see.
But in this case,
But
it's
you really
50-50.
didn't feel Howard
I
was
see.
going to play it.
Right, and I didn't.
You
Yes,
don't know. You don't know anything about it.
and I don't know anything about it. But the thing is,
my point is that was the feeling you were conveying in the room, that it was never going to be played. You had lost hope and faith.
it was 50-50. That's why I said to Gary, I don't know
think
if you
it was
should
more
put-
a 90-10.
Well, Robin, Robin, I did
All
say
right,
to
all right,
Gary.
thank you.
But
You
hold
have
on.
to leave now.
The point I'm trying to make, though, please, is that
You made all the points. It's boring.
Gary said 5 times. Sal said you took it off the page, so he's already implying that I led him to do it, and I didn't.
Right.
So I'm not trying to be.
No,
That's the point.
I'll listen
That's
to the
why I
tape.
came. But that's why I came in here.
Sal, I'm not
I only
implying
came in here.
It was my decision. I take responsibility for it. You guys didn't pressure me or anything. But don't say you tried to stop it like a fucking fireman running into a burning building.
Well, Gary, when you say 5 times, Sal said you took it off the page, it sounded like you were implying that I
All
led
right,
you to
thank
do
you.
it.
Thank
So
you.
you came in to
This is
defend yourself.
fascinating.
That's exactly why I came in. And
I think we should hear the
you're
tape.
bitching and complaining about not getting it on.
What's
All
that?
right, thank you. Come on.
I'm
Get out.
dizzy.
Get out. I'm dizzy from you myself. I'm dizzy from all of you.
Sal, go get some Viking and bring him in.
Tim, you're on the air in Pittsburgh. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Hi.
Hey, this wrap-up show, man, honestly, it's a good show. But in the last month or so, I think it's really been going to Baba Booey's head. He sits back there, he's the devil's advocate, he's argumentative, and he's spinning it his way. And
Well,
man.
I'll tell you what. Thank God for tape, because I have a clip that I'm going to play in 2 minutes of Sal telling Gary not to play the clip. Yeah. So I will play it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then that'll be it. Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, Al, what's going on?
I don't
with
recall
this
him
show,
saying
man?
that.
Hold it, Glenn. I can't hear you. 1 second. Please begin again.
I said you need to get out of therapy. You're getting soft because first Robin's on the Bubba show, giving her revelation. Now this guy's doing his thing. I mean, what the fuck's going on in here, dude? You need to get a little tough like you used to back in the day, and you need to get that Yenta off the View every day after your show.
What?
That's Gary. I think he's calling the wrap-up show The View.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Sir, explain your
Gary
comedy.
is...
Booey off of that show.
Baba
The
Booey
last
is
caller was
overloaded.
right.
He's really overloaded. I got to tell you, because he just bullshits me.
Yeah, well,
and
it's no good. That show's no good anyway, really.
Oh, come on. The show's good.
the show's good. That's not my
It
problem.
was a good idea to have a show like that. And look, it creates
the last
this.
caller was right. It's really not that good because, I mean, they just sit around and cackle about what you did already all day.
I know, all day.
Well, I'm going to play it because Howard hasn't played it yet, so I'll just play it. And that'll be good.
Well,
it's
I
like-
think
it's
it was more an interpretation that you had lost. You liked it, but you didn't like it
No,
enough to play it.
I liked it
Because
fine.
you had previewed it a lot, according to them.
It's so what?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
my
just telling
process.
you.
That's my process. I've got a process for this thing. It's been pretty successful the way I do it.
You got already fallen asleep.
Yeah. Good.
That's comedy. That's comedy 101, my friend. Fat guy falls asleep equals laughs.
He ain't doing it behind my back.
To his side, I'm doing
Just saying, I mean,
He doesn't do it on the wrap-up show. That's what he only does it here.
Well, by then I've had a time for a cocaine break, Robin.
you got Sal bought him up.
I'm just really out of my mind over it, and I don't want to start a show like that. But I'll try and move on. I'm really perplexed.
Can I say something a little behind the scenes thing, which I think defends what you're saying? The other day, and Sal and Richard, 90% of their bits are great, but the other day they played something they did with Joe Franklin.
Right.
And I sit back here, and every once in a while you'll go to me for an opinion, and I overhear it. I didn't think it was that strong. I was like,
It was bad.
You know, well, bad, whatever. I was hoping you would ask me because I saw you were pondering it. But you didn't say no, you didn't say yes, and Richard pitched it like any writer would, and you didn't give any example of you being mad about it or just like, look, we'll get to it later. And in my head, I'm going, that's kind of smart because you wake up the next day with comedy, it might seem good,
right?
And maybe you'll want to play it. And
I'll
you
give you an
never said
example.
yes or no. And if that was played on the wrap-up show and I was you and I was waiting to sleep on it, that would make me mad.
Yeah, well, let me
guess,
tell you, you've hit it on the head.
Right.
What I do is, when I prepare the show, I have a computer in front of me. Like, for example, here it is, Jack and Rod with Joe Franklin. It's been sitting here now for a week and a half. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how could I make that good? How could I explain who Joe Franklin is to a lot of the audience?
And who knows, Joe Franklin might come up in a conversation and then
Exactly.
it's organic.
And so even with this Grandpa Pizza bit, I know the bit's there. Lately, we've been very full. We've been very busy with different kinds of things. I haven't needed to go to it. And I have a process I work through. And I also get very comforted by having 10 things sort of laying around that I can hit if I need it. And Gary knows this. This is how I work. Now, for him to go on a show for 3 seconds of pleasure to play something that I'm sitting on and thinking about and putting this much effort into.
That would aggravate me, absolutely, yeah.
I'm aggravated.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah.
Listen, just tell Gary to start being a boss and run the office and stop dilly down with these fucking two.
Right.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Be a boss.
He's got to step up and just be their boss.
Well, he's still an intern in his own mind. That's the
what I
problem.
mean.
was never an intern here.
Whatever, a shadow traffic stooge.
Yeah, but in defense of Gary, though, sir, the way the show's structured.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, part of the brilliance of the show is part of.
Artie, that's your famous line. In defense of Fred, in defense of Robin, in defense...
I've never defended Fred once.
Or me. I never recall that being said.
I can't defend you, you fuckhead.
He had to defend Fred because he's the only man in that place. That's why he's been dragging him with him for 35 years.
He's a real man.
35 years? How dare you?
I've been dragging him like a ball and chain for 35 years. That's
35
why.
years.
Man, he's a man.
What kind of a fruit are
Damn
you?
it.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah.
How's Gary going to get those guys in line when they know, like little kids, they can run to someone above him and make fun of Gary?
Hey, Hal, in defense of Artie, I think...
No, you see, a defining moment was yesterday. Gary knows Sal and Richard every minute are bitching and stuff. And he talks about it on the wrap-up show. Fine, good call.
Right.
Look,
But
listen,
he know.
Listen, hey, Hal, I got to go. I got to pay my toll. I'm driving down this...
All right, go
road
pay
here.
your toll.
So you're not in the conversation.
he's talking.
I sort of feel that this is my fault because I was the one who said, is there no other recourse if a bid is never going to be played? I didn't know
Sure there
this
is.
was not a...
There's absolutely recourse.
Howard?
I will
Okay.
give it to the guys, and I'll say, hey, put it up there and play it.
On preview page 2 in red is Sal saying maybe we shouldn't play this.
All right, let me hear it.
And I will. But I still, it wasn't as if Sal ran in and said, stop. But
Gary, preview page 1 or 2?
in red.
2.
I said 2.
Okay.
Maybe this should be an outlet again for bits you couldn't get played, and they've been sitting there.
All right, because Robin's here, why don't you go grab Dead Grandpa Pizza? Go grab it, throw it on a CD.
Probably up right there.
No. This is a different proposition.
Maybe Howard wants to hit it first.
It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. Between you and I was about to erase it.
I'll go
okay?
make a CD,
All right. So go make it. And
Now,
Robin
he was
is a
about
good
to
judge.
erase it. Who asked you to erase it? I didn't tell you to erase it.
But it was about to be. You know, we need room on the pages.
Good.
But listen, Howard.
Okay. All right. I can't take this
But
anymore.
I'm not here. I'm not out to.
No, you sabotaged.
Well, I'm
me.
not out to sabotage you.
You did, but you did.
But I mean, do you?
You sabotage
Are
me.
your decisions right 100% of the time?
Actually, yeah. Yeah. I am always right.
You're never wrong.
Never.
You never.
I'm never wrong.
Okay.
I can't think of. I can't even give you an example of when I'm
Well, when
wrong.
you're the
I can give you one example.
When you're the boss, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, he can't be wrong for himself.
Go ahead. Tell me an example of when I was wrong.
You supported Bush in the war, and then you changed your mind,
That's not wrong. That was an opinion at the time.
which you changed.
Right. Now, my
Based on
opinion is.
lies he was feeding us.
I was told a series of facts about weapons of mass
Okay,
destruction.
bad example.
Well, because you can't even think of an example where I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. How can I be wrong?
I got one time you were wrong.
Go ahead.
1986, that outfit on Letterman, the black leather pants and the brown cowboy boots.
All right, you got me there.
It wasn't even right at the time.
It will never be right.
You know what I kept thinking of today when you were getting mad at me off the air, and then now, you know what I kept thinking of? You know what tomorrow is, right? It's take your children to work day.
Oh.
And I thought, like, maybe they should see this.
You know what, Gary?
I go home
Honestly,
with
What? See what?
See
what?
See me getting.
See what? That you do things wrong?
Yeah,
Why
that's
should your
what
son see that?
They should see me get emasculated.
Emasculated?
Yeah.
I'm the emasculated one. I'm the one who feels emasculated in this. I don't even have control of my own show anymore. You and Sal and Richard emasculated me.
Yes,
you cut
Artie.
my balls off. What do you mean you're emasculated? Your son should see how you emasculated me.
Yes, he should. Both of them.
I mean, what is this?
Sounds like everybody's running around here with no balls.
Yeah. He's emasculated.
Gary, you know, look, I'm not going to, I've never been a producer. I think right now, after hearing that tape, I got to apologize to Sal. I mean, you were clearly the protagonist in that.
No, but he made it sound as
And
if
Sal did clearly say maybe he wants to hit, and you were like, no, you
He
really
didn't
made
say
it out.
don't play it. He said
And Artie,
maybe he wants
you
to.
have to hear.
But that's a good
Hold on a
suggestion
second.
in that situation, obviously.
You have to hear the whole conversation
Right,
leading up to that. There was a whole. I'm not saying I made the right decision. I'm just saying that Sal was like, our stuff never gets. But he's acting like the entire time he was in there was like, ooh, we shouldn't do this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I think you should admit you're
All right,
wrong and
let's-
deal with the
move
people
on.
who work for you directly. It sounds like you're in competition with Sal now because your two kids talking to the teacher.
No, I'm not a
like,
competition.
he did
But
it,
what
he
you
did it.
said earlier is right. It's very difficult, and I had this problem with Stuttering John for 10 years.
Oh, no, I know.
It's very difficult to tell someone you can do this, you can do that, when you know very well that they're going to run into Howard and say,
This is not that example. This has nothing to do with that. It's plain and simple.
Oh, never mind.
This is not an example of Sal and Richard usurping you. They
No,
went
what I'm
to
saying
you.
is a general
You made
rule.
the call.
As a general rule, they could.
Could do what? What are they
Usurp me.
doing? How do they usurp you? What? Because they make fun of Baba Booey?
Not that. Like they'll come in, I'll be like, we shouldn't do this, and then they'll come back in and go, you know, Gary said we shouldn't do this, but we were thinking this is funny.
Well, they shouldn't do that. So tell them not to do it.
So maybe you should,
But what happens-
do the whole parental thing that you and Gary shouldn't disagree in front of the kids. And you should take Gary aside.
Gary's the one who went out and reported to Sal our conversation. All right, thank you. Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
Gary Dell'Abate, everyone. Producer.
So sounds like Ireland Baldwin.
Gary's like Ireland Baldwin. I'm going to fly out there and
I thought he was Kim
He's
Basinger.
gonna
I'm going to
straighten you
straighten him out. I try to keep straightening him out.
And you'd better be ready.
You have insulted me for the last time. You've insulted me.
All right. Well, anyway, the bit is Grandpa Pizza, and you can hear it on the wrap-up show.
Howard?
Yeah.
I have two questions. A, is the bit any good? And B, could we actually hear it now? So
Play it. I don't have it now. It's in the hands of Baba Boofy.
Oh.
I don't know where it is.
Hold on, I have it.
See? He's got it. He's got it for his show.
Oh, so we have to go to the
It's in-
wrap-up show page.
Come on, Fred. Gary
sorry.
Preview page 1, first column in light blue, third one down.
Thank you, Gary, for lending that to me.
Courtesy of?
No, this was the bit that I was sitting on, and I wasn't playing fast enough for these guys.
Hello?
My grandfather passed away. We at the funeral today. I need some trays catered for the house after the wake tonight.
Yes.
What do you got? What do you got? Hot food.
I got spaghetti. I got ziti.
Oh no, my grandpa loves ziti. If I bring up the ziti, it reminds me too much of my grandpa. I can't have the ziti at the house, please. What else you have?
I got the eggplant.
No, you hated eggplant. Oh, Jesus. If we have eggplant, it's going to remind me of my grandfather. We can't have eggplant. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, my God, you're killing me. My grandfather's dead. You're talking about eggplant? What's the matter with you?
Hello?
Oh, Grandpa, I miss you. I miss my grandpa.
Yeah, follow.
What kind of games are you playing with my husband? He's crying his eyes out over here. Did you say something unsettling to him?
All right, I'll tell you what. What's the address? I'll send over a tray of meatballs, and you can cry your goddamn eyes out, all right?
What are you, fucking wise ass?
Yeah, all right?
Are you prick? Our grandpa just died.
All right, I'm sorry to hear that, but don't call it. This is a place of business. We ain't got time to play games, all right?
We're not playing games. We're in our time of need, and you're being a jerk.
I'm being a jerk. You better behave yourself. Your grandfather come out of the grave and slap you in the head, all right?
What? You're a smart mouth, little prick.
Yeah, I'm a smart mouth little thing. Yeah, come and tell me that to my face. I'll put you with your grandpa.
I'm 87 years old.
I don't care if you're 97. I'll slap you in the head. Now, be good and shut up.
He went nuts. He goes, I don't care if you're 97. Shut up.
They were having a good old time.
Yeah, those two endlessly entertain each other. So I was sitting with that, and
it's not incredible. It's got laughs
No.
in it. It's,
yeah, it's like the Joe Franklin bit. I've been sitting with that for 2 weeks trying to figure out how to put that into the show and make it funny. It's on the edge. It's like it's not quite there. So
It's not a home run? Is that what you're
It's not a home run. It's Nervous Mark. Remember Nervous Mark made his debut?
Yes.
And then they did the Jack and Rod show using Nervous Mark with the old talk show host Joe Franklin.
Right.
And it wasn't that,
It came off kind of mean, like more than funny. It was just like,
wasn't, and Joe Franklin didn't care.
Right.
There was no reaction to it.
For Joe Franklin not to care, that's gotta be
You want to hear that now? As long as we're on this?
Well, it's part of the conversation. It's organic.
All right. It's organic now. Now it's organic, guys.
Thanks to me, Gary. It's organic.
So some of the stuff the guys do, I filter out, and I might even let them play it on the wrap-up show. But
Look, they might be a victim of. They hit a lot of home runs, Richard and Sal. You know,
Absolutely.
so the stuff,
they have dynamite material.
so they can't get doubles on
But
the
you
air.
know, after that, I would have to say the call of the crying grandfather call. It there was a lot of tension in the room before we played it. It was funny.
Oh yeah,
Caleb, you're on the air and ready.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, that bit sucked, man. That dying grandfather bit. That shouldn't even have been played on Inus's show.
See, there you go.
That was terrible.
Thank
hey,
you.
Artie, go Yankees.
yeah. Right. Thank you, buddy.
See, the guys are just rushing stuff. You got to trust me sometimes. Because Jack and Rob with Joe Franklin, Artie heard it, and we discussed it, and it was like, well, I'm not sure about this. I
don't
think
interject
about it.
unless you ask me with that, but I had a definite opinion.
I know that was one of the things they were discussing yesterday.
No.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Show. And who do we have on the phone today, Jack?
Well, Rod, today we have a very, very special guest, a legendary talk show host.
It's my honor to present to you Mr. Joe Franklin, everyone.
Oh, what a pleasure. My pressure.
We love you, Joe. Big, big fans.
I love you.
And Mr. Franklin, we scanned the world to find the biggest Joe Franklin fan in the world, and we found him. He's here today. Say hello to Mr. Mark Del Stevenson. Hey, Mark.
How are you, Mark? Have we met, Mark? Do we know each other?
Mark's a little overwhelmed right now. He's a bit nervous, but he wanted to tell you, Mr. Franklin, who his favorite guest was on your show. Go ahead, Mark.
Who?
On your TV show?
Yes. Who?
Ty
Harden? No.
Take your time.
Yeah, no rush. Plenty of time.
Tyrone
Power?
Tiny?
Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Good going.
I love that.
Remember when he was married on the Johnny Carson show years ago? I was invited to that wedding, but I couldn't make it. I couldn't find a formal shopping bag. But I
Mark, calm down. I think he's relaxed now. Great.
I got that feeling, yeah.
Now it's time for Joe Franklin trivia.
Yeah.
Joe, if Mark gets this question right, he gets 2 weeks to Hawaii!
Whoa.
Woo!
By the way, I'm glad you said the word trivia because it ties in with the name of my newest, my 24th book is called Joe Franklin's.
Never mind that. Let's get right to the question. This is very important.
The question is, who was the star of the famous movie Citizen Kane?
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm so nervous talking to you, Mr. Ferg.
Mark, you sound like such a bright young man. It's such a pleasure to know you're a fan of mine. You've been a fan of mine for a long time, huh?
Jesus, he just threw up. Scott, get in here with a mop.
Give him a glass of water.
Oh, my God. I'm terrible. Mr. Franklin, I'm terribly sorry.
Is he okay now? A little better?
Oh, fuck, he just pissed his pants. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get him out of here.
Well, how are you going to get him out?
We got to wheel him out of here.
Then has he got somebody to guide him once he gets out?
Oh, he's full of urine and vomit.
Well, look, he's a wonderful man. I'm sorry that he's not feeling well, but you got to...
We're almost done cleaning him up. Here, go ahead.
So, gentlemen, are we finished?
Do you want to plug your book?
Yeah, the book is called Joe Franklin's Great Edition. 45,000 copies. Mark, God bless you. You're a wonderful...
Mr. Franklin, we didn't hear your plug. Can you get your plug out, please?
It's called Joe Franklin's Great
Wait,
Edition.
Mr. Franklin.
Tell Mark to be
Orson.
Orson what?
Mark, be quiet for 1 second while I plug my book. It's called Joe Franklin's Great Edition.
Orson.
Hold on. What's your plug again?
Joe Franklin's Great Edition.
Orson Welles.
That's right.
It goes on and on.
Yeah. It's a little long.
Yeah, so I heard it, and I was thinking about it, and I haven't put it on the air because I didn't think it worked, and I thought maybe I could chop it down some
Yeah,
way,
no, that's
or,
right. Definitely. Because there's funny parts when he gets his Tyrone Power.
Yeah, there's two good
of
laughs.
all the people,
There's two good laughs, and I was thinking, well, maybe I could think of something to do with this.
Definitely cut down a little bit,
Yeah. But I didn't think it worked.
No, because by the end, every time they tell him to plug, they're just going to interrupt the plug.
Right. Yeah, and it's kind of mean. I mean, Joe Franklin's being a good guy, and he obviously knows it's a joke. He's not getting all freaked out by it.
And Joe Franklin tell him that...
the shopping bag?
Yeah, that's... I mean, but that's funny that he tried to do that joke, It's like...
No. So you see what my problem is? I mean... I got to make sure the stuff I put on the air is good.
Well, yeah, maybe you're wrong for not rejecting more bits.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I brought that up because put myself in your position, that's an example of a bit I heard, and I was muddling in my own head whether or not it could be funny at any point or cut down. And then if I had heard it already somewhere else, it'd be aggravating, definitely.
But Sal and Richard get into this thing with Gary where they pressure him to put these bits on the air.
Well, they think everything's ready to go when they give it to you.
Everything's
they don't
funny.
Know that sometimes they need a little more work. And I asked them, that was one of the questions. I said, do you sometimes go back and re-edit based on the reaction you get in the studio when they're previewing it for you? And they said yes.
Yeah. So, what can I tell you? So now I'm all aggravated.
I think they got the point.
No, I know they got the point, and then I get upset.
Let it go.
No, and then I get upset that I have to, be such an asshole, and it's like it just everything is just a neurotic fucking mess for me.
Well, in defense of the wrap-up show, it got me mad earlier in the week, and you mad now, and I'm sure the audience likes when people are mad.
I don't know.
They like people arguing.
I don't like when I'm mad.
Well, let me ask you something.
I know we don't, but
I could be funny without being mad.
Do you think you could handle this in a different way so that the point gets across?
No. Honestly, no. I'm like Alec Baldwin.
And you don't have this feeling, I was an asshole, and why did I have to be such an asshole?
I try. I'm in therapy, so many hours a week, and I'm supposed to get in touch with certain things, and I don't know how to do that.
You're sounding like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I just don't,
Oh, jeez. There is a way.
Yeah, I don't have that way.
Yes, you do.
Problem is I'm always right.
Well, Howard,
That's
I
a big
could
problem.
point out some things when you were wrong.
No, never. Never been wrong.
Never.
I'm trying to think of one other than fashion.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of lame. Okay, so I don't know how to dress so good.
Yeah, because I do.
I could say pretty much 90% of the things I wear are mistakes.
You could go all day picking outfits.
That's why I put up with Ralph in my life.
When Howard said I was arguing with him this morning, I wasn't arguing with him. Arguing would be, hey, Howard, you're wrong. I did the right thing. That's an argument. I was just I said, listen, I totally understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to give you some insight into what I was thinking, how I ended up going down that road. Yes, I understand I was wrong, but I don't want him to think that, like I said, I want to think I'm some renegade nut who pulls bits out and plays them whatever I want. I was trying to explain to him how it sort of happened organically, the conversation. Robin understands that. Even here, Robin said, maybe we should play the bit. And, I even said with Robin there, I felt more comfortable playing the bit. I probably wouldn't have played it if Robin wasn't there. It just gave me more comfort. But I wasn't looking to fuck him over. I made a mistake, but I wanted to give him some insight into how I came to the decision. That's all.
Do you think he eventually came around to see that at all?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a rough morning so far. Here, come talk to me for a second.
I don't want to talk.
Do you feel bad for Gary at all?
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, Gary, I think Gary, like I said it on the air, I think Gary made a good call in this instance. And we all took heat for it. That's it.
Do you think the bit should have been played on the wrap-up show? Do you think that was the right call to sort of
I think it
pass
could
over Howard?
It's such a tough call to make. If Howard would have definitely said dead bit, yes. But Howard didn't say dead bit. It was still on the fence, and that's why I said to Gary, maybe Howard's going to play it first. So that's it for that. I don't know. There's so much negative sentiment today. It just stinks.
Let me see that van thing we have, the ice cream truck for the Howard TV free preview. It's out on the street. It's coming around the city. It's going to be touring all over the country, I believe.
I may go Friday. It's going to Philly. I may go down there if I can get off the set early enough.
Oh my goodness!
I may love to. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I thought you wanted people to come and visit this thing.
Now, standing out by the Howard TV free preview ice cream truck, which is appearing today. Where is it appearing? Anybody know?
Union Square, I think.
It's Union Square.
What time are you going to be there, Eric?
About 11 o'clock.
Right. That's High Pitch Eric. He's going to be down there.
And I'm here, Howard. I'm here for you. I love you, Howard. We'll be at Union Square, rocking and rolling with the band and the Peep Show.
Marianne from Brooklyn, and then there's Siobhan. He's wearing a nice dress.
Hey, Howard. It's beautiful out here. You got to come to Union Square and check it out. All kinds of amazing things going on inside that van. And we also got these beautiful little masturbatory hygiene tissues.
There's Joey Boots. Christ. Hi, Siobhan. Joey Boots.
What's up?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
man?
Howard? I'm doing good. Hey, I'm happy to hear that Robin is now single. I'd like to get a chance to get that.
Yeah, probably you'll be able to hit that when it gets down to the ice cream truck.
Yeah, I like
Robin, are you going down there for
she's a
Joey
heavy
Boots?
set woman.
Yeah.
I like heavy set women.
Heavy set. Get out of here. What's the
Thanks
matter?
for the invite.
Yeah.
I love you, Robin.
Hopefully
You're
she
big
likes
and beautiful.
heavy set guys.
Crackhead Bob is out there with the...
What's going on there, baby?
How are you, pal?
I'm doing okay. You okay?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I'm here today.
Right.
Okay.
All right. You'll
So,
do a good
come
job.
on.
Promote the Howard TV. And
It's done.
What are you going to do, Bob? Like, people are going to come to see the free preview in the ice cream truck, and what are you going to be doing?
Are we right there? Come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Are people stopping by or are they running away?
Oh, no. Coming and talking.
Oh, they're talking to you.
Yeah.
All
Come
right,
on.
all right.
Have people come over and has anybody actually visited the ice cream booth yet?
No. It's going to be in a little while.
In a little while, you haven't opened it up
There's
yet.
plenty of people out there. Why is nobody visiting?
I don't know. We're waiting.
It's New York City, Robin. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people there every day.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to say hello to the people?
Yeah.
All right.
And whatever
Imagine that.
happened.
Okay, good.
Looks
Okay?
crowded.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Oh, listen,
Okay,
it
thank
does
you.
look like a peep show.
Yeah, that's the interior of this thing. They rebuilt an ice cream truck to look like a peep show.
Wow.
And so when fans go in there, they can see a free preview of Howard TV. And they've even set it up like a little museum. You could see on some of the shelves.
There's memorabilia or something?
There's the waxing show. They'll get to see that. You see the little booth playing the waxing show?
Yeah.
And there's memorabilia. There's like all the different attachments for the Sybian and all the different
Oh,
Sybian.
is that what that is?
Those are all the different ones that women have sat on. All
Signed
autographed.
by the women, yeah.
Very beautiful
Oh,
display
yeah.
with pictures and It's a beautiful, beautiful ice cream truck.
And as Siobhan said, we got these little masturbatory tissues.
You never know what Siobhan's talking about, you know? Just blurt shit out.
Oh, great. I can't hear what they're saying.
Good.
They're talking about you. They said you're delusional.
No, not me. Not me. Hello?
No, I said
Hello?
no. All right, Siobhan. Hey, Siobhan, you look pretty with that wig.
Thank you. I have to wear it now because all my hair is falling out on my head.
It's hard to look like a girl when you have all your head.
When you're bald.
When your whole head is bald.
The pain of alopecia. Oh, my God.
It's tough to look like a girl when you're a man.
Yeah.
Would that it were not so.
You know, let me tell you something. Another added bonus about where they are right now. Behind them is a pizza place, Napoli Don Pizza. That is the best pizza on the planet Earth.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, right there on 49th, man. Go and get a grandma slice. It's unbelievable.
What's a grandma slice?
It's a real thin Sicilian slice of pizza.
Oh, yeah?
With amazing, like the cheese is a little overdone. The gravy's insane. A nice, thick, beautiful crust. It's really fantastic.
Hey, Eric, what high pitch? So you haven't been on the show because you have gout? Let's see you walk.
Well, it's hard for me to walk.
Let's see what you walk. Let's see how it looks when you walk now.
All right, hold on.
Oh, look at that. He can barely walk. He's like an old man.
He's going to be 800 pounds because he can't even walk now.
It's
Look
hard
at
for me
that.
to walk.
Yeah, we see. Like an elephant.
Well, come back, High Pitch. Don't go away.
High pitch, what's going on with the gout? Like, what do you feel in your feet?
Like my feet are cramped up in my sneakers.
And did the doctor say if you lost weight and watched your diet, you would probably get rid of the gout?
Yeah,
So why wouldn't you do that, man? Why wouldn't you do everything possible so you could walk normally?
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but you're not succeeding. You look fatter than ever.
No, you want to see my belly?
Yeah. You look more grotesque than ever.
Hey, Howard.
I might weigh what he does, though.
What do you weigh now? Do you know?
About 300.
Bullshit.
You're more than that.
No, that's what I weigh. What
Look how he can't even walk. He cannot walk.
The guys are telling me, he comes up for Superfan Roundtable. They said, they cater it with pizza. They said he's good for like 5 or 6 slices of pizza, every time he comes up.
Just there, yeah.
Yeah, you eat a lot, Eric, right?
I know, and Joey Boots eats like 5 or 6 slices too.
He doesn't have the
Shut up,
gout.
no, I don't. I ate 2 slices. I got the gout from going to Chinese buffets, the all-you-can-eat places, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Do you realize we just assembled 5 people in the year 2007, 2 of them with the gout?
And meanwhile, Siobhan's wearing a belly shirt, and his hands are shaking. He's got a belly, all right.
Yeah, I'm advertising my new website, www.catfarmwithak.com, where you can go get my music and check out my artwork. And I'm coming out with a new line of cat toys ready for the summer.
www.nobodycares.com.
Catfarmwithak.com.
Wow. I gotta hear this music.
Who wouldn't want to go? Yeah, get on that website and get me that music. Look at that belly shirt and the whole big belly sticking out.
Now these
High
tissues
pitch,
are
why the
coming.
fuck wouldn't you lose weight?
Well,
Why
it's
wouldn't
hard.
you, man?
It's hard to lose weight.
Don't you see what you're doing to yourself?
Yeah.
You got gout.
I mean, that's
In
like an
both.
1890s disease. You're going to get consumption later.
Oh, I'm trying to lose weight.
And you know,
So, Howard,
we were
these-
debating, are you retarded?
No,
You're not.
No.
How do you know?
because I know.
Do you
If
know
I
you're
was
right?
retarded, I would have graduated from high school.
You would have graduated.
No.
He's just some sort of disgusting organism. You can't, like, no one
We
knows
don't know
what
how
he
to
is.
qualify it. Yeah.
Look, his gums are already
Categorize it.
bleeding. Look at the blood on his teeth. They're always bleeding. You can see.
Oh.
Look at that. Is that painful?
No, not really.
Do you ever brush them?
Yeah.
No, you couldn't.
It's hard. Well, when I brush my teeth, it hurts.
I'm sure it does.
What do you do that doesn't hurt?
I can't hear you. These headphones are staticky.
Hey, Siobhan, that skirt you're wearing really accentuates your dick.
Thank you.
Excuse me, that's a birth defect.
Excuse me, it's a very large
Did Eric?
Yeah.
Anymore. She hasn't been in the
She said to me last night, I got to come on the show. Because I was telling her how, I was telling her about Dr. Drew. She asked me who was in. I said, Dr. Drew. And then I said, I said there was a, what the heck was it? There was something sexual that went on. What was it that we just did?
The Sibian ride?
No,
What?
it was something
Sexual?
else.
What did we do?
I told her today we're having the kielbasa contest, to see who can swallow the most kielbasa.
The
Deep throat
Mexican
contest.
delivery game?
Something like that. I don't know. I was telling you. I said, "What?" She goes, "Oh, I have to come on the show." I said, "Yeah, it sounds like fun, doesn't it?" She goes, "Yeah, I want to be there." So she would be on the show.
And that's the great thing. The last time that she was in the studio, it seemed like since she's been married with you, she got real comfortable with the audience, got a little bit sexual with us, and that was great to see Beth like that. I'm just wondering in the future, how much more open can she get, and can you actually interview her, unlike being her husband?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Can you?
Well, you're referring also to, I made a big point at the end of the show yesterday of playing you Ellen DeGeneres with her wife,
Yeah.
Portia de Rossi, and this how lame it was.
I heard somebody on the wrap-up show accused you of, like, how can you talk about Ellen? I heard somebody said on the wrap-up show that's you and Beth. I said, I can't agree with that. He's not singing in the shower.
No, and by the way, I have to get rid of the wrap-up show because, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of the wrap-up show is not to sit there and criticize me. Whatever I'm doing is so that everyone here can make a living.
Mm-hmm.
And to sit there and criticize the show, I don't mean, you want to criticize the way I look or something, but to criticize the show can't be serving us well.
Mm.
We have enough people who are against us.
That's right. Don't criticize the thing you love.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I'm as bad as Ellen DeGeneres. Why would we want to point that out to anybody? It just doesn't make any sense from a marketing standpoint.
Right, but I was like, I don't think that guy's right.
Gary does that all the time, Howard. He's always saying that it's a bit. We don't want to know if something's a bit.
I know. I don't really need anybody pulling the curtain back on The Wizard of Oz.
It's a fantasy
Pittsburgh
world.
Pete is not. He's out of his mind.
Pittsburgh Pete is not out of his mind. You're out of your mind.
So you're saying that I'm always trashing you?
No, not trashing, but there's a certain mystique about the show.
After all these years,
But Gary is in a weird position. He's got to fill an hour and sit there and talk about the show.
And also, when people call, they say they're saying one thing and then they ask another question, and sometimes I don't know how to answer it.
Right.
Howard, we listen to the show, we come up with our
Everything's
own
a
ideas,
mess.
Then Gary comes on and ruins everything by like, here's the real reason Howard did that.
I love Pete because Pete can get everybody at each other's throat.
Yeah, he's like Ralph. He doesn't do anything for a living but piss us off.
I actually got a job recently, Gary.
Doing what? What could you be doing?
I'm serving tables, man.
What? Yeah, how long do you think you'll last doing that? You're an obnoxious fucking asshole. You should be fired in a month.
Gary, you don't intimidate me. I see through you, always have.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just telling you who you are. You're an asshole.
Okay, great. Like, I care what you think about me.
See, that's the problem. You don't care what anybody thinks about you. That's why you'll never work, douchebag.
I don't respect you. Okay?
Pete, you got a
You're
job.
not a great guy in radio to me. You don't understand.
But you'll never get any, Pete. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never do anything because you have a shit attitude, and you're a fucking
I'm gonna be
narcissist.
30 years old, buddy. I think I realize I'm not gonna get anywhere by now. You're not teaching me nothing.
See, how can you argue with a guy who knows he's, he doesn't
Gary,
care?
you're superficial. You're phony, brother. Everybody
Dude,
knows.
have you ever met me?
There's a reason Howard hired you.
Have you ever met me?
Yes, I've met you a few times. I hate you.
You know what's so funny? You're so nothing. I don't even remember meeting you.
Worse, Gary. You're the phoniest guy.
I don't even remember meeting you.
What?
Where would I have met you?
I met you in Florida once before. I met you a couple times. And
You're very not memorable.
You're a nerd. I can't believe you even got married. You got a good-looking wife like you did. It's a shock to everyone.
Hey, why don't you go to the comedy again, Pete? Remember how great you were when you opened for Artie?
How great are you every day on the wrap-up show, Gary? You're never funny.
I'm great enough to be getting continually paid for it for 3 years. You did it once, and they fucking practically lynched you.
You are a character. You're Bubba Booey. That's the big bit. It's you.
And you're not a character. You're Pittsburgh Pete, the asshole.
Gary Dell'Abate. We don't care about Gary. We care about the monkey face making us laugh. That's what we care about. You don't got to come on the wrap-up show, you and John Hine, and say, oh, Howard did this. That's a bit. That's not who he really is. Robin did this, but privately...
Pete, let me ask you a question.
I don't want to know that.
Do you want the wrap-up show canceled?
No, it's a good show. It's fine.
Well, then what do you want?
I don't even want you talking to me right now. I don't even know why you're involved in
I was talking to you. Gary hijacked my show.
Yeah, what is it, the wrap-up show?
Oh, hey, Howard, he's insulted me. I have to have the right to defend myself.
You'll get your hour today.
This is the pre-wrap-up show.
I can't even get on the air anymore.
Tell him that he peaked, Howard. Will is the #1 guy on the show now as a producer.
Will is the guy?
Yeah, Will is the guy. Will's the one that's coming up with the vibe, the flow in the office.
Would it be your advice to me to demote Gary and make Will the executive type producer?
You don't need Gary any longer. He doesn't even have that big a Rolodex any longer with celebrities. What's he doing?
Let me tell you something. I know Will. He'll hate you way quicker than I did.
Gary, you hate everybody, man. You think you're better than people. You're the biggest narcissist on the show. You must have lied. That test must not be accurate because you are.
Maybe they made a mistake and switched Gary's score with Robin. I never thought of that.
Hey, my picture ain't in the post today.
You're a kid.
That's right, because you switched the results.
He was smart.
Is Gary correct when he says that you will never hold on to your waitering job, that you're too abrasive?
I've had about 85 jobs in my life. The longest one was about a year. That's when I was bartending. It's miserable. Financially, I've never made more than $5,000 a year. And
$5 grand?
$5 grand is my biggest year ever.
What is it? Is it your personality? You seem like a...
I'm very... I get a job and I get bored. You know, I do feel I'm a creative person, but I just see my future and like I'm going to be here the rest of my life, and it frightens me. So I quit, and I like laying around smoking weed, and that's, you know, the radio is a big part of my life, Howard.
What happened to your last job, Pete?
My last job?
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong? What was your last job?
No, my last job, I was bartending. That was a year ago. I haven't worked in a year. I finally got a job now, so I'm happy again.
As a bartender, you only made $5,000 for the whole year?
Yeah.
He quit.
But for $5,000, he worked for a year and made $5,000?
He worked a whole year.
I know bartenders will make that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is the
you
most...
must have been the worst bartender ever.
It must have been a horrible bar.
It was a dive bar. Like Artie once said when we first talked, it was a shot and beer bar, you know. It was my first gig ever, but it was the best time I've ever had in my life. Being behind the bar, when you're the bartender, you're the king, Howard. Like you on the show, it's a small level of that. You're the local celebrity.
So why would you walk away from such a thing?
Because I had a major setback in life, and it was hard dealing with the customers when I had to deal with emotional issues.
What was the major setback?
I lost my mother, man, about a year ago.
Okay, so you had to quit the job?
No, that's where I'm stupid. You know, it was the worst decision I ever made. I had 5 women, and I quit my job. They wouldn't even take my calls anymore. Everything fell apart. You know, the best thing I had was Sirius Satellite Radio. That's not just to kiss your ass, but, you know, when you're laying in bed, you're smoking the weed, and you got the Howard Stern world, there you go. I could go off into that fantasy world.
Why not try another place, Pete?
I've tried. It's hard. You cannot find the bartending job unless you know somebody. So, I'll make some money.
What is it, Gary?
The question for Pete is, if his best year was $5 grand, how do you live?
I live with my father, my sister.
But like, who's paying for your Sirius?
I have a credit card.
Wow.
You know?
Is that run up big? Like, are you over drawn on your credit?
What's your financial like? Are you handling your bills right now and everything? The mortgage, you're paid off, you're taking care of everything?
You know what? I never carry a finance charge on a credit card. I pay my mortgage every month, and I lease my cars.
That's great, man. You're so...
No, I'm just asking you if you're overdrawn on your cards.
Pete hates you.
You're cooler than me.
No, I'm not cooler
Ralph
than
is
you.
on with Pete. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I've been around for 1 or 2 of those Beth fashion shows, and they are very hot. What's great, like, if she has a dress on, you go like, hey, you know, maybe you should have higher heels on with that. And then she'll go and get some, like, higher heels and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird when Ralph's there and Beth is doing a fashion show. I don't like it so much.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like he manipulates things.
Well, because I see him, you know, I know how Ralph is. He's a guy. And
yeah,
and not only that, that's your fashion show.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like that should only be for me. But
chiseling on
Ralph,
your fashion
Ralph
show.
has actually been there for a few fashion shows.
And also what's great is that she's usually braless when she's doing those because she's changing quick.
Oh, now it's just steps into Creepyville.
Yeah, it isn't right.
That's not creepy.
Dude,
Yes, it is.
Come on, it's his wife.
I know, I get a little territorial, you know. Like
you
Ralph.
should.
I go, Ralph, easy.
But Howard, do you get in that weird area where it sort of turns you on that it means that much to Ralph? Like, because your wife's so hot?
Not when it's that close.
I don't need.
It's one thing for him to admire from afar.
We're all friends.
It is fun, but I know Ralph goes into wolf mode, and I've seen it before.
I know that face.
Yeah, not with my wife. You
Hey,
know,
Beth, those heels aren't high enough.
it's okay when it's we're out in a club or something, and we're both working it.
Yeah, you're looking at some other chick.
Ralph could have had her.
Ralph forgot one time he gave her his number. I mean, it gets pretty intense.
He goes right into that mode.
Yeah, come to think of it, Ralph has been there for a few fashion shows. Yeah, that's always fun.
Remember to dismiss him next time.
Hey, Ralph, how do you deal with your life, man? Never, like, really working and just, how do you get by?
I don't know. I do pretty well. Much like Gary, I don't carry a finance charge.
He doesn't carry a credit card either.
But wait, but I was on hold. What do you make $5,000 a year and live with your parents?
I live with my father. I live with my parents my whole life. I sleep in the same single bed I always have.
How old are you?
He said,
I'm going to be 30 years old, man.
And you got the nerve to try and question Gary or me about it?
I'm not questioning anybody, Ralph.
he's trying to figure it out.
Oh,
I'm sorry. He's trying to figure out how to move out?
You were actually a role model, kind of.
Well,
Howard,
oh boy.
You're going to be 50 years old kind of doing the same thing. How do you make money? Howard helps you out on occasion?
Yeah, every once in a while, I kind of call him and say, like,
what do you do in your personal life?
I need a few bucks for the week. And
what do you do?
Jack off.
What do you really do, Ralph? Tell us.
He's a stylist.
This is secret.
Who else does he style besides you on Mondays?
I have him booked exclusively. I pay to have him an exclusive rights to
because
him.
you couldn't get him when you wanted him, so you had to tie him up exclusively.
In fact, not only do I have him exclusively, I can't even get him to come to the
even with your exclusive.
Well, he was busy with the Battlestar Galactica finale.
Battlestar Galactica.
Pete, to answer your question, Ralph will style all of us from time to time. Like one time, Ralph told me I look like shit.
Just once?
Well, actually, it was several times. So and he doesn't charge me a lot for that. So he'll do everybody on the show from time to time.
Ralph found me my Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'll tell you that. And I love those.
Well, are they hard to find? Because now you got me wanting to get them.
Ralph, how do you get those? Because I told Artie he should get them.
They probably would be good for Artie because they're good size and stuff. I had to search like the style number and stuff like that.
You can't go to a store and get it, huh?
He found them in a store, and then we went back to get them.
Stuff like that, like they turn them over so quick. And they were like from the beginning of the summer maybe or something. I mean, the beginning of the winter, and, now they're out of the store. I went to get more, and they didn't have them. So
I told Artie he's got to get Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'm telling you, they're slenderizers.
I'll ask my sister.
You'll be able to gain another 100 pounds.
He makes 20 different kinds, Artie. You got to get the same kind if that's the kind you want.
Yeah, you got to get these.
What?
He makes 20 different kinds. You got to get this kind, the black ones.
Yeah,
well, does it have a name?
What's the name of those ones, Ralph?
I don't know. There's there's a style number to it. I don't know.
All right.
Heard of a style number.
And then every douchebag like Pittsburgh Pete's going to be wearing them. All right, man. I'm a douchebag, right?
Why is he a douchebag?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, you got nothing to say to me. We're kind of similar,
We are.
A little bit. I mean, you can't be happy.
I don't see how you can have a bartending job and make only $5,000 a year. That means if you work 4 days a week for 45 weeks. Is that about 20?
But he didn't work the whole year.
That means he made 25. He worked the whole year. $25 a day he made as a bartender?
Oh, he did work the whole year.
That's what I couldn't figure that out either.
Money.
What?
With the bartending gig, that might have been a little more, but on my tax records, it was only probably like $5,000 ever, and that was like 10 years ago when I was like motivated.
I mean, how many days a week are you being a waiter?
Hopefully as many as they can give me. I just want to indulge myself in working for the public, get some money back in my pocket, and get some ganja, and take a woman out to dinner. Just the basics, Howard,
Right.
Let me ask you something, Pete, though, because a lot of people in your generation now say you're creative because you go on the computer.
I know I'm creative.
Well, and listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you came with me to do the gig, you actually told some jokes. Howard even said it. We played it.
Yeah.
And you actually had a couple of funny jokes.
Thank
you. Yeah, it was good. But how are you dealing with that now? Like, what are you trying to do to be creative? What's the outlet? Are you writing?
You could be a creative waiter. Why not? Why not be the best waiter?
Use your comedy on your clients.
I'm going to tell you something. Whatever job I ever took, I was a food server as well. And I was selected by my boss as the best food server of the year because I put my heart and soul into it. I decided whatever I did in life, I wanted to be the best at. I don't give a shit what it is.
You're spending your time. You might as well do it well.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be the best? I mean, in college, I made the best movie. I won. When I was served the food, I was on time, I was conscientious, and I was a pleasure to my boss. I believe that you must excel. I was a dishwasher, and I got a commendation. Now, who gets there, puts their heart and soul into dishwashing? You're going to be something. Be the best at it.
He won the silver dish.
And why was I the best dishwasher? I'll tell you exactly why. I got in there like a madman. I probably took on the workload of 3 or 4 guys. And I washed and I racked. And I was proud of the job
You racked
I did.
and you rolled.
And believe me, I didn't make 10 cents.
Pete wants to be a star.
See, I'm a direct opposite
You could
of
be
you.
the
I was
star.
I was the worst.
Well, I don't
bunch of
believe in that.
things.
You could be the star of the kitchen.
Right.
And why not?
Yeah, but Pete
Take
wants,
some pride.
What? What are you guys trying to say to me?
What are you trying
Not excelling is what they're saying.
I'm saying to you,
I'm on a radio show right now expressing my opinions like
Pete,
you guys do every day.
here's what I'm saying. Artie was saying to you, how are you, this wasn't directed at you. Shh, you're not listening. Now you're talking.
Dopey.
Artie was saying, how are you expressing your creativity?
Right.
I said you could express your creativity. This was directed at Artie.
By
You
doing
can-
your job well.
That's right. You can be creative in any job. Creativity can come out in any facet. You know, you see a sales guy like Sam Ben-Ruby who works so hard. I see this guy. He is creative. Now, he's a salesman. He's a radio salesman, but I see he's creative. He knows how to schmoo. He puts his heart and soul into it. You are a waiter. I want to hear that you are now the top waiter.
Everybody loves to go there because you're going to wait on them. They
But-
request your section.
But don't be dopey and sit there and bother people when they're eating. Being the best means staying out of people's way and complying with everything.
I know how to do that, man.
You know how to do that? I want you to do
I'm
that.
all about the hospitality, Howard.
Good. I think that you could make more than $5,000 in a year at that job.
If I
Let's
stick
shoot
with
for
it, yes, I
6,000
will.
this year.
And stick with it. And no more smoking weed during the week, only on weekends.
That
He
will
just
be
wants a
after
little
work.
ganja.
Are Pete's parents rich?
No. After work, no. I said on weekends.
You don't earn after work.
I think he should take a break from pot, period.
Well, I'm trying to wean him off a little
No,
bit.
it's every day for about 12 years, 13 years. Every day of
Pete.
my life.
Well, what about being the
During-
best pot smoker?
He
Pete,
is.
during the week.
That he has excelled at.
No, that's negative. Pete, during the week, no more pot.
I
Only on
can't do that for you, Howard.
Let me
could do
ask
it.
you something, Pete. Do you think the pot smoking might have something to do with why you still live at home?
I don't know about that.
I do know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's a
that
big
is
yes.
true. I have friends who smoke more weed. Like they'd be proud of themselves. Oh, I quit smoking cigarettes. Then you find out they're smoking
Tons
7-8
of
joints,
weed, yeah.
7-8 joints a day.
Yeah, tons.
And let me tell you something. All of these guys do not succeed.
Right.
They don't. They do not. I know them. It's a type. They
You're
are.
right.
They're burnouts. And
I know that.
Starting today, during your work day, the days you don't work, you want to smoke a little weed. Okay, I'm not going to take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the days you work and the days that you got to be up for work, no more weed.
You get high at work, man?
No, I served tables about 8 years ago, and I did get high, and it was very tough to do. Bartending, you can do it. You're in the dark. People are all drunk. But if you're serving tables, it doesn't work.
Are you strong enough to stop smoking on work days?
I don't think so.
Well, you got to get strength. If you want to be the best, it's not going to.
I don't want to be the best. Well,
But
yes,
that-
I do. You're right.
Okay.
I
So
wanna
then what
be
are you
the
going to do? Try it for a month. Call me back and let me know how you do.
All right.
Don't call us even for a month.
Yeah, pot is too powerful thing in your life.
Yeah,
You're letting it overtake you.
The older you get, man, the more wisdom you get. You're motivational. You're like a Dr. Drew yourself, man. You should have a
Dr. Jew, how dare you?
You should have Dr.
All right, I have a big
Well,
nose,
let's
but
see if it works, Pete. Go
I'm a
away
Dr.
for a
Jew.
month and see if you come back any better.
All right,
Howard's been like a father to me over these years.
Well, he's failing as a father
Maybe that's
because
why
of
you're
you.
high at home with no work.
He's a terrible father.
then you got the wrong father.
Yeah, you have to reassess, Pete.
I mean, please, Pete, don't belittle yourself by not taking your job seriously. In other words, you're making fun of your job when you're showing up high and not motivated. You should be proud to be a waiter. There's nothing, in
It's
Europe.
a great job.
It's not my passion, though, Howard.
Make it your passion.
Well, what's your passion?
My passion is talk radio.
No. No, it isn't.
It's listening to talk.
You're a waiter. And there's nothing, right now you're a waiter. When you get the job on talk radio, that'll be something. But not now.
Right.
And you need to stop smoking pot during the week.
No, you're right about this.
You got
Have
to
you
do
heard of 100%?
100%.
He's heard of it. But he's got to now devote his life to it. You have to be the best at what you do.
Can you give it 100%, Pete?
No, I can't. If you want honesty, I would love to do it, Howard.
Pete, I go to a restaurant. It's called Scalinatella here in Manhattan. The waiter walks over. He's got the whole menu memorized, and he goes, "Hello, Mr. Stern." He's like this. He's an Italian guy.
Hello.
Today's specials we have. And then he goes, and now I'm going to tell you the fish, and then I tell you the pasta. Then this guy takes such pride in his work. I go, this guy's at the top of his game. It doesn't matter. You talk about talk radio? He's doing talk radio right there.
The hardest part of his day is getting that accent right.
Well, he is terrific. There's nothing wrong with being a great waiter.
You know, people think probably think you're sort of joking around.
I'm not joking around.
There's so many assholes that you run into. Like I go shopping a lot, and all these fucking people be trying to register are on their phones or fucking half asleep. You just want to smack them. Go, what the fuck are you doing?
If you want to know something, you're absolutely right. I go to these stores, and I see people working behind the cash register. Most of them are
They don't
vomits.
even want to look at you.
They're vomits. The other day, I was in the Barnes & Noble. A young black woman standing behind the thing, and she says, "Oh, hello," big smile, takes the money, "Have a good day," she says to me, "and how can I help you?" I said, I know that this girl
is going somewhere.
Even if she just stays at Barnes & Noble, they will put her in charge, and she will make more money than the rest of these nitwits.
And she's black.
And you respect somebody like that.
And she happens to be a lovely girl.
Believe it or not.
And she is going to go places. It will be recognized because people who run businesses are only looking for somebody who's got half a brain in their head.
And won't destroy the customers.
All right, Howard, what do you think about a guy like this who has, a lot of ideas? He definitely is a unique person with a creativity, but doesn't have the structure or the organization or the willpower to put it together and make it useful.
That's a very good question.
Are you talking about me again?
Right. Well, that is loser thinking.
Yes.
There are a ton of guys out there. They got a million ideas. They're all full of horseshit. Their ideas are never going to happen. What you got to do is devote yourself to what it is you're doing right now. You see, life is simple. The guys who walk around with a million ideas in their head, and their whole lives, they spend their time going, oh, I could be great at this. I could be great at that. I could be great at that. Be great at what you're doing. Forget about everything else. Be the greatest waiter you can be. And then you will see. Life will start to unfold.
You're right.
It's nonsense
Are
thinking.
you going to investigate this, Pete, or are you just going to say, I'm still going to do it my way?
No, I'm going to put effort.
It's the Ralph Crandon situation. It's syndrome.
Yeah, you're right.
Idea.
Of course I'm right.
No, everybody wants
because you're thinking too. Your mind's all over the place. You're scattered.
I feel I deserve to be rich, Howard.
Okay. Well, never think that way. And I'll tell you why. That's another loserish kind of thing. Anybody who thinks they deserve to be rich will never be rich.
Except the people who are born that way.
Well, that's a different story. Pete wasn't lucky enough. What you got to do is never even think about being rich. Think about work and devoting yourself to it. The simplest job.
Wait, that's bullshit, Howard.
I don't care if you wash toilets. Be the best toilet washer, and you'll see it will become your way.
Can you do anything excellently?
It will become your way of doing things, and then no matter what you do, you'll be great at, and you won't be scattered.
Pete, can you do anything excellently?
I can do many great things, Robin.
No. Anything that you've actually been able to do, have you done it well?
Have I been like you? No. Have I been like Howard?
Pete, listen to me. Listen to me.
I am defensive because Howard was a guy like me. I mean, he was more successful, but...
No, he wasn't. He started out with nothing.
Nothing like you.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Because he's talking about don't worry about being rich, but...
That's right. I never did. Let me tell you something. I got into radio.
Who thought about being rich?
I thought about being on the radio. And I worked with a lot of guys like you. When I was in college radio, none of us had jobs. We all had dreams of being on the radio. And really, it was a pipe dream. I was horrible at it. I never walked around saying I'm the best. I said I'm horrible at it. I got to get better. And the guys I work with, each one was worse than me. And they would sit there and go, you know what, man? I'm going in radio, and I'm going in big markets. I'm not wasting my time like you working in a small market. And they all were grandiose in their thinking. They all are horrible on the air. No one was looking for them. And rather than put in the time and the hard work, to become good on the radio, they all were taking shortcuts. They all had pipe dreams. Me, this is what I did. I said, I'm shit. I've got nothing going on. I'm no one in this industry.
Well, let me work at it.
I'm going to see if some maniac will put me on the air, and I will follow his rules and regulations. I will train myself to be an announcer first, before I get on there and try to be funny. I never thought I'd be anything in radio. I just did the best job I could, and I was making $96 a week. Did I sit there and cry that I was making $96 a week? I said, thank God there's a job where they only pay $96 a week. Who's going to hire me for more money? I'm not even worth $96 a week. This is highway robbery, what I'm doing.
You were living your dream.
No, I was living a nightmare. But I worked at whatever I did. You know, I was a camp counselor. They gave me commendation after commendation. They never had such a great camp counselor. A guy named Sherwin Belkin will tell you. He said to me, I've never had anyone like you.
Call Sherwin.
You're not interested in being best friends with the kids. You actually run a really
you
good...
do the job.
You do the job. You're not...
You know how you get a commendation by just doing the job. Most people won't even do the job.
That's right. And you're not hearing me, Pete.
I'm hearing you.
No, you're not. You won't follow my advice, but I just gave you the secret to success.
No, you have.
I have. But very few people understand.
But you
it.
need to practice even at home, Pete. You need to, even when you're cleaning the bathroom, you need to clean it immaculately and be hard on yourself.
No.
Yes, now
No, I
it
disagree
is
with you.
Clean.
I disagree with you.
I'm completely confused.
Unless you're getting paid, you don't have to be good at anything.
Oh, stop it. No,
I'm
he
being
needs
serious.
to practice being good at
No.
something, anything, Howard.
Trust
me.
I'm a big pig at home.
Before you go
As
to
a
your waiter
waiter-
job, clean the shitter.
As a
He
waiter,
needs to clean the bathroom
no,
and clean
that's
it
a waste
well.
of time.
No, it isn't.
Let your mother do that.
His mother's dead.
Well,
See?
bring her back.
Father.
Well, then his father do it.
Pete wants all the glory without the work.
Everything you do, you should do well.
Pete?
Whether you're paid or not.
Pete, just listen to me. I told you what you need to do. Now go do it. I gotta run.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
He's never done anything to completion.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Father.
Right.
Oh, God. Your son is in bad shape.
So, Gary, Pittsburgh Pete, started with 30 months ago. Why has he moved on to you think?
I don't know. I mean, he just moves around to whoever. He sort of got under my skin a little bit.
What do you think his problem is?
Well, I think he stated his problem pretty clearly today. His best year is $5,000. He lives at home. He sleeps in the twin bed that he grew up in, and he's just having some issues. And he's all bummed out that his mom passed away, and I feel bad about that. But listen, we've all had losses in our lives, and you got to move on.
Now, what do you think about him saying that Will is the top producer?
He's just trying to get under my skin.
He's just trying to say...
it's what his problem is I think he suffers from something that I think a lot of people suffer from, that, he's one... Like, I get interns that come in here, and they don't want to be interns, they want to be the producer. Why should they bother doing it at that low work? And that's what Pittsburgh Pete sounds like. He's like, well, I want to be famous, I want to be good, I want to be special, but he doesn't want to do anything to get there.
By the way, a lot of people pointed out what an asshole Scott DePace was yesterday when he was arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, it's funny. Scott DePace used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. Scott DePace, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only for the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
like
not for the
unions.
working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice. I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like Scott DePace would even get a dog. It appears that DePace, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of Scott DePace.
Yes, DePace said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue Scott DePace's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh. Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the
not
AIG.
true.
Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
No, but these bonuses, did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the guy's working for nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No,
you
I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that
what
if
you
we're
said.
going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
and it's
by the way.
$45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just
every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer? Seriously.
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole life.
Don't ask me again
But
for
have they
advice.
behaved?
Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as
You
gospel.
think you should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on.
It's
you
a
hit her
tap
hard.
on the ass, and she knows
Bullshit.
she did
then
wrong.
a tap on the ass isn't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
and
not.
then I throw her outside.
Not only
It'll
that,
work.
she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's a fucking lion.
Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a dog?
Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most.
I mean,
if you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this: a dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Miraculously, I mean, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going, going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog, and this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice, and they stop cars, and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine, and even the one that got hit is perfectly fine, minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog, and it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You're never going to find. You're going
I
to
love
compare a
dogs.
dog to a fucking tiger?
No,
That's
I'm
gonna
just
eat your
saying
ass?
that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Then do
wanna
you
be-
need to mistreat them because
I'm
they're
not
animals?
mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my
Tell
family.
her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. She does. They understand. They understand. What do you got? A lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the
of
lab
over-
might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take
Bring
an
it
IQ
on.
test.
Bring it on.
Let's take
No
an
way
IQ
you'll
test.
beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory. but that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic
Well,
intelligence.
listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was a joke. It wasn't an attack.
You're also
Fred,
type
should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you want
also
to? What do you want to go up
type A,
against
aren't
Fred
you?
and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test would be fair.
IQ test.
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any
I have
chance
no
I could lose
idea.
money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to
Yeah,
know.
what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command of
Patterns.
language, patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you
Anyway,
something.
my dog loves
Fred.
me.
I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's
unreal.
got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying
Secondly,
he's stupid.
he
I'm
plays
just
gu-
saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've
You
never.
play any
I've never
instruments?
bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play
that
golf? Can he play golf?
Can he play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead. Let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to say.
doesn't play
now.
music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks
It's a waste of
What
time.
do you mean? What did he tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What does he talk about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
See, Gary cannot even say
But
what.
then
no,
why
that's
golf
not
if you're never
what
gonna
I
be genius?
said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say,
I
Johnny?
said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't say
Because
college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
just
You said
said that I
from the
would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because
Who
I
said
realize
rich?
what
What
a
if you
dead end
just enjoy
street.
playing music?
Yeah, to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
If you start taking it serious, it's.
There's been no seriously. There's been studies that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen, you
it
guys
makes them better students.
Go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out
Scott,
of it.
you really sound like a McCarthy era, like fucking.
He's not.
It's
Here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying this was about going to college. That I understand. We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. That if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything
Understand
from
the
it.
difference. If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might
wanna know
say
something. I'm going to tell you why 100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, "Look, I really think you should take piano lessons." He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles, but he said, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument.
Me too, man.
And I always wished that.
Well, I don't. Understand these are your opinions.
But
That's
listen,
because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that
But
brings
you never learned
closer to.
sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Yes, I am, and I wish I had. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do it. You're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life. Why read a book?
But he feels like
why play golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right.
Because come on. That's
what do you
ridiculous.
mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting them play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See, this is
That's
where
at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back. This is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
right, he is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen
because I'm so smart,
beat
I shouldn't
animals
listen to
into
this.
submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have had dogs my whole life, a lot more than you ever have.
And you've done the wrong thing.
And it's always been right. It's always been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
And
so how come it's not working now?
There's a proven track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do the stupid squirt bottle crap and listen to guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog can be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no. Or whatever the hell it was.
That was his advice. That's a step in the right direction. Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert backs you up.
I don't need a dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. What would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean, what would have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what, in the professional now.
I don't say you shouldn't. I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards
music. You're going to deny him fun.
I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And for a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something.
Don't see it. Can you explain that? Music theory. Why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions, music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument,
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people. When you play an instrument with other people.
Fine. Have you ever?
When you see these musicians
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
Golf
to you,
is not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
You're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very, very simple human being.
You teach your son to be closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
You're
realize how
off.
wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume you know what you're doing?
I'll take an IQ test against you,
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius, too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I have.
You've excelled in one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
Well, how many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh, man, I don't know.
So don't belittle my genius. So assume that you're at the feet of a master now.
You're a genius.
And you're learning from
in
me.
radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not life.
They don't just say you're just a genius in radio. I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. Well, I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room do you think you're smarter than? List it.
Everyone.
I think he thinks he's smarter than he's like.
You think you're smarter than everyone in there?
Sure.
Oh boy!
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm done trying to help you.
It's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done trying.
I certainly am smart. Benji might be up there.
Scott, I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good. Dude, I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
How many people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
and I've given this to you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I've tried.
You're on your own
I can
now.
help you, though, if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved. You can leave. Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you and said, I want to play the guitar.
Help you if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how
done.
He can help.
All right.
It's done.
Okay. I mean, I just got, if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not going to say, that's great?
I said, sure. I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank you.
The point was, am I going to say, you need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
Right. No, you don't say to be a better person.
That's what this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know, understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, the reason he was hung up on it, my dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy, they wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said if I had this piece of education, if I had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And so he recognized, well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting every 20 seconds. Only because she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's good for business. You go out on the golf course.
I would argue better for business than music is.
There's something very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want you to become the Beatles?
I don't want them to think that they're going to be the Beatles and then waste their life, waste their education, waste their time.
That's delusional.
No, that's what happens.
No,
how many?
doesn't.
Again,
Listen,
how many records
I'll
back
give you
there?
an example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have normal
the
jobs.
late,
And if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? Well, we'll jam. Now, I can play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, even you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
girls melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with human beings. If
that's what's going to make a girl melt,
sit down and play. He would sit down and play. He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
That's ridiculous.
There's a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you go.
And you're saying
your hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano before he trashed the country.
He's not my hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love to be able to write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And, even you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well,
and
listen,
that's why
you're in show business. You're a director. If you understood music and music theory, when we have musicians in here, you'd be able to have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. I agree for that one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important a device like that
I can go down to
be.
the U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid, too, to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous.
I'm using your argument with why you're against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I haven't put my life savings or my every minute of my day.
Was your brother in a band? Is this what this is about?
There's part of that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
But it was just no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah, I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
But what about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know, build a house out of cards?
That's important too.
I got another question.
There's a huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen, you know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a useless thing every other day. Horseback riding and car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid
so why attack her?
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh, wait. This is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go
Finally,
ahead.
an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No.
Dog saying it hates you.
Actually,
Say like
Scott
this,
is probably
Scott,
a
go.
math.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
she shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great. Where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out. And I would do that.
What if you want to play the flute? What if he came to you and said, Dad, I want to play the flute?
That would be something you're...
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually in 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
Just
fine.
a second.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not so bad.
It's all my point is if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. Thank you.
But you'll pay for college if you want to go for, say, politics or
Absolutely.
history.
Any of the business, history, no. That's another no-no.
What else is useless?
English, probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree?
You can use English for anything.
I wouldn't pay a lot of
You can
money.
use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact,
the facts
most people
are-
who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school. because that's a whole nother. No.
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing, that's what I want to pursue?
No, thanks.
Art major.
They could, I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry? Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major? No. Why
Cases
would you
major.
learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are
With the
some jobs with history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with it.
So you're saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you used at college?
No,
what if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! No! I'm sorry.
You said building a house of cards. It's just
but I obviously was trying to.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example. But the point is,
horrible example. Tim's gonna faint.
I know people in LA who moved to
Getting
Los
woozy.
Angeles to go to guitar school. Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking
What
classes.
if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work with it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're going to let that
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll. Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
What if when Duke turns 18, your young son Duke turns 18?
Kyle. Who's Duke? Duke's the dog who died.
His late dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
All right. On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about Tim and his stupid fucking diet and how he's not our friend anymore, man. He's gone. He left the world. He's somewhere else. Me and Richard decided he's gone. Check it out.
Do you think Gary was out of place asking you what your first meal is going to be?
No, not at all. Because honestly, when he said that to me, I knew what he was saying, but I just couldn't figure out what I was going to eat. I really haven't given it much thought.
And that was more surprising to me than anything. Like, I would think at the end of this time, you go, okay, I can eat my first meal. Like, I know I'd be thinking,
right?
Not like I'm going to have a steak, but I'll be okay. These are the parameters I've been given. I am dreaming of a salad with tomatoes and avocado.
Yeah, most people would be down at Del Frisco's, having a steak and whatever. But it didn't really even dawn on me until you said that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that now. But it's like.
Now, is it going to go right through you, whatever you eat? Like, are you going to need to be near a toilet?
Are you going to be shitting actual lettuce leaves?
I don't know.
You might ought to just eat while you're on the toilet.
Yeah, let's go. We're Sharon Osbourne. Let's get something really going here.
Russell in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to say, what do you guys think about Robin and this attitude about yelling at Gary? I mean, if anyone has a personality change on this starvation diet, it's Robin. I mean, wasn't that sort of bitchish? I mean, I'm all against harping on Gary at times, no offense there, but I think it was a little excessive. It's human nature. The guy hasn't eaten for 21 freaking days. What are you going to have?
See, again, Robin gets mad at me when I voice this opinion, but I think that if Tim succeeds, it validates Robin. If Tim fails, even though I think Robin went to Tim to try to do a good thing. I don't think Robin's like trying to recruit him into some goofy thing. I think she really wanted to help you. But if you fail, it does look bad for her.
Well, the thing is that I would talk to him because I was so amazed at Robin's weight loss. I was like, how did you do it? Because I've tried a bunch of other things and it really didn't work over the last year. And I'd lose a pound or two or whatever. And I went to the gym 3-4 times a week and all this kind of thing. And
are you going to the gym now?
I will start today.
So you haven't been going during the fast?
No, I didn't.
Why? Because you just don't think there's
I tried a couple of times and I got real, because I push it. I try to really crank it out.
And how much have you lost in the 21 days?
Almost 28 pounds. I think.
Good for you, man.
So thank you. you.
That's
Thank you.
great.
So, but anyway, the thing was, I kept asking Robin about it, and she came up to me before she was going to start her fast, and she says, "Do you want to do it with me?" I'm like, I absolutely. I was to the point where I would have tried sniffing glue if that would have worked. I didn't care. But so I got onto it and learned about it and the process, and literally 2-3 days into it, I just felt so good that I didn't want to stop because I recognized just how bad I felt a couple of days prior.
See, the other thing, Tim, that gets people a little weirded out, which I don't even know if you realize you're doing this. When we let you start talking about it, you do start to sound like an infomercial because I think you're so excited about it. But that's where it gets into the weird thing.
You feel good, I tell you, I just feel good because I couldn't bend over. My clothes didn't fit. I felt like a schlub, and I just enough was enough. It's like you get to a point in your life where you say, you know what, I'm tired of being a fat fuck. That's it. I'm done. Over.
I'm totally 3 pounds away from that.
Yeah. Well, no, you get to a point, and everybody does it on their own. You can't tell somebody or whatever. And I was tired of all you guys busting my chops. You look like Rush Limbaugh, or Howard's going, "Oh, you're fat," and this and that. And I thought, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to do something about it. And in my mind, the trigger finally tripped. And also, there's an opportunity for someone to teach me something. And if I would have did it for 3 days and didn't like it, I would have stopped. But you know what? I just felt so much better. I was so motivated by how I felt. And the cause and effect of this program, I need instant gratification. I stand in front of a microwave and yell, "Hurry up!" So I saw, pounds going off, like literally 5 pounds within the first, 2 days, 3 days.
What you're saying, Tim, is when you go downstairs at Christmas, you want to make sure the presents are.
That's right too. I want that too.
Tim, we've got somebody on the phone for you. Ronnie Munn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Oh, horseshit! What's your problem?
Congratulations, first of all, Tim, on your weight loss.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations for throwing all your friends away.
What do you mean, Ronnie?
Well, the guy. Ever since this guy went on this diet, I agree with Richard, man. He's like glazed over. We don't even know who he is anymore.
Well, you should be happy the fact that I'm trying to get healthy, so when we do go out, we can really ramp it up.
You're so done with us. We see it.
Stop.
Me and Richard, we talked about it this morning. You're done, man.
All right, we'll make a date.
No, we don't want any dates because you don't keep your dates. See, that's the whole thing.
We're complimenting you, Tim. You are such a fun guy to just go out with and go to a bar. But I understand you're getting healthy, and I would never want you to go off your diet just for us. But it is fun to hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll be there. Believe me,
Ronnie. You think
we'll have a front row seat?
Richard, he won't be there. Believe me.
Well, we'll be there.
I'm hoping. Yes.
When I tell you,
I'll make you a promise.
Ronnie, you think Tim's a different guy?
Definitely, he's definitely a different guy.
How so?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, he's different. He's totally different.
Well, Tim, here's a question for you, Tim: is alcohol?
He doesn't want to hang out with his friends anymore.
Well, hold on a second, Ronnie.
Yes,
hold on a second, Ronnie. So, Tim, now you're back, to regular stuff. Is alcohol part of the process? Are you allowed to?
I'll have a few drinks here. I'm not. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink during the week, but on the weekends when I go out, I'm not.
So, if Ronnie said to you when you're back on eating what you are now, if Ronnie said, "Let's go to Rick's tonight," because there shouldn't really be any food temptations there.
It doesn't. I'll eat. I just know more about food. And I understand it now, and I understand how I got to where I got because I was addicted to it, and now I'm not. I have more control. I just have more control.
Is there certain types of alcohol that you can have now, or do you have to be careful?
I prefer pure grain alcohol, and
you just start smoking pot.
Yeah.
Tim, will you eat salt?
Not really. No. I don't think. I never was a salt fan either. I really wasn't. I really wasn't.
Tim.
I never really was.
So what did you put on your steak and fries?
Pepper. You can ask anybody here that's eaten with me.
No, it's true. Tim told me when he was a little kid, his mom said, "What would you rather, salt or pepper?" If you'd only had one.
Yeah, I had.
And he said pepper.
So the salt thing isn't symptomatic of.
No, ask anybody here. I'm a pepperaholic. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
Yeah, make sure everybody listens to Tim on the radio tonight.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All right, let's go to Jerry on Long Island. Jerry, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? What's
Good.
up, Gary?
What's up, man?
Not got the reason right over here why Robin's so pissed. It's definitely because the old saying, the truth hurts. You hit the nail on the head a couple of times in the past couple of shows, especially when you told her basically when she gets all defensive about when you guys are asking her questions and she plays like she yeses you to that or I don't know anything or whatever. I think it all piles up and she's channeling her anger at the wrong way, definitely.
Well, if you if you're saying that I've called her out a couple of times, we all call each other out on everything. She calls me out, I call her out. Robin calls her out. Fred goes back and forth. I mean, nobody gets away with anything in this place.
That's right. No
stones unturned. I totally agree, 100%. I mean, I'm a hardcore listener. I agree. I'm just saying that there comes a time where I think she tries to play it off like it doesn't bother her, and I think certain things do bother her a little bit more so. And she's been on the show forever, but I think she tries to play it off like nothing bothers her. But then certain things like leak out, and she can't hide it so much. You know what I'm saying?
I think it bothers her that I goof on the diet, and I'm not doing it to hurt Robin. I'm just not a big believer in it, but Robin looks at me like I'm the one who doesn't understand, which is fine. She's got her opinion. Like, I don't see the light, and that's fine. I mean, clearly, my weight shows I don't see the light.
Well, you're a naysayer in a way.
Right, but it's okay to have it. Listen, everyone's got to have naysayers, or else the world will just be too perfect.
Ronnie in the Bronx, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ronnie.
All right, listen to me. Gary, you need to go on this diet because I get so disturbed watching Howard TV. You're so out of shape. You're repulsive.
True.
Instead of being against him and worrying about what he's going to eat, why don't you go on the same fucking thing? The same fast that he went on.
Because I can't. Ronnie, do you think you could not eat for 21 days?
Listen to me.
I'm asking you a question. You're asking me to do something. I'm asking you, could you do it?
If I look like that, yes.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, me and John High talked about Flo Rida and making it rain or snow, whatever, the money and the chicks bouncing their asses, and you throw the money at the chicks with the asses, and how much I love big asses, and enjoy.
Flo Rida came back in with $4 million. And JD, what was it like seeing them again? And did you expect to be called into the studio? Because when women with large rear ends are in there, that's usually your...
Was my forte?
Yes, that is your area of expertise.
Oh, well, I don't know about expertise. It's a liking. Did I expect to be called in? I don't know. I'm not really. I'm out there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Were you disappointed that you weren't in there while it was snowing in the studio?
No. I mean, I don't want to mess up things. So if me staying out of things doesn't mess it up, that's fine with me.
Now, who do you think was having the best time when all that was going on?
I actually didn't see a lot of it, but from what I heard, it sounded like Benji was having a good old time taking his own clothes off.
Yeah, Benji's pants ended up off at the end of that segment.
Yeah, I think they ended up off in the hallway too after.
And also, I know Jason was supposed to be taking pictures, but he seemed to be tossing a lot of bills in the air.
Hey, you gotta get into the action somehow. But I always look forward to Flo Rida on the schedule now, because now he's just gonna bring chicks with big asses out and shake them.
Did you get to talk to him in the hallways at all afterwards?
No.
No?
No.
Didn't make a move?
No.
All right.
No, but I might have to move into Sue's Rendezvous or something.
Now, what do you think of the #1 song in the country right now?
It's okay. It's not. It's a little. I can take it and leave it. Take it or leave it.
Not your forte?
Forte. I don't know if I have a forte music-wise.
No?
It's just not. It's good. It's okay. It's just it's not something I would probably listen to over and over and over.
Did you ever get in touch with the girl from last time? I know she was into you. You were hanging for a little while on the show.
What?
On the show.
On the show? No, she actually wasn't into me. She wouldn't even let me touch her ass, unless it was covered or something.
Well, did you try to get in touch with her?
I tried to look for her, and
how did you try to look for her?
Through various websites and Google searches and MySpace searches and whatever else was around, and somehow I can't remember if I found her or if she found me or something. I don't know, but we did get in touch. And
what happened?
Nothing, just a lot of texting and stuff. She invited me to apparently she was having like 3 birthday parties at like 3 different places or something, and the one that was on like a Thursday or Friday that I could go to, I wasn't in town. So, but what are you gonna do?
And that was that. I know you were a big fan of hers.
We still talk a little bit. We haven't texted or anything lately. But who knows? She's got a million guys, I'm sure, after her, a bunch of rap guys. So, what are you gonna do?
Well, so if you get texted or messaged, you're not gonna respond?
No, I respond. What am I, stupid?
No.
No, but yeah.
What did you think of Howard's reaction?
I don't know. What else do you want? There's nothing's happened.
I just want you to answer the question.
I am. You just give me weird looks.
I'm not giving you a weird look. I'm waiting to see if you're done talking.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Do you want me to say done every time I'm
No,
done
I don't want
talking?
you to say done, but I'm just waiting. It looks like you're still, forming a thought. So I don't
I'm
want
always
to
forming thoughts.
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
Not interrupting anything.
All right. Did you think Howard was envious of Flo Rida's workout? The guy works out 15 minutes, and Howard's like, "What am I busting my ass?"
I don't know about the actual workout, but the actual workout result, I'm sure he was a little jealous. I mean, who doesn't want to look all pumped up and stuff?
What'd you think of 4 mil today?
He was okay. He just seemed to be the money carrier, carrier of the money.
Now they walked in with like sacks of money, literally sacks of money, and I think Artie pocketed some of it to see if anybody would notice, and then at the end, of course, he gave it back.
Yeah.
But they come in with and they do their thing, and they always put on a good show. Flo Rida said also that where the money is, though, in music isn't really in the downloads and the records. It's the other stuff. It's the touring, the merchandise, and the bar mitzvah. And he said he got $100,000 to play a bar mitzvah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see these My Super Sweet 16. If your kid likes someone enough and your parents can pay, they'll have you at their party.
Now let's talk about the girls that he brought along. What did you think of them? How would you best describe them?
Very lovely ladies with big ass. Well, one had a really big ass. The other ass was good. So, more normal, but the other one was just out there.
Can an ass be too big for you?
Yeah. I've seen some extremely large asses, and
But you set limits.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's go to the phones.
You can't have too much of a well. You can have too much of a good thing.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I talked about, God rest his soul, Catfishy 2. He just passed away. It's rough, man. It's rough, a living thing, and it's sad. It's sad to talk about. And I just, God bless his soul. In heaven right now, in fishy heaven is Catfishy 2. And, just say a prayer for him if you could. It's a sad thing, man. I don't want to make light of this. I don't want to make a joke out of it. Don't. So let's not make a mockery of this. And I don't want Chris, who's filming this, to fucking laugh either. So I'd rather you not do that. So here it is.
Hey, can I ask Richard, can we talk about the sad thing that happened to you this morning?
Oh, the family emergency? Yeah.
'Cause Richard told me something, and I'm telling you,
really, what happened?
Was bordering on tears when he told me.
One of our little pet catfish died this morning. We have an aquarium, like a 5-gallon aquarium, and we have 5 fish. We have 3 tetras and 2 catfishies. And one of them passed away. I'm like really freaking out and bummed out.
How old was she?
It was a couple months old. You become attached to them. They're like any kind of pet.
I was saying to Richard, how do you become attached to a fish? I said, do you pet your fish? And Richard said he does. How do you do that?
Yeah, whenever we clean their tank, I mean, they're so cute. I can't help but touch them and pet them and stuff. And we took even last night, which is why it's so sad. We were freaking out because this catfish had a little growth on his mouth, and we looked it up and saw that it's a disease that fish can get in a fish tank. So I took him out of the tank. I petted him. I told him it was going to be okay, and then and then I took this. There was
You
this.
killed your catfish, man.
No, I didn't. No, I did it to take this mold stuff that was on his mouth off so he could breathe, and then he was able to
Did
breathe.
you show him the
afterwards.
picture of the roof of your house and stuff?
How often do you pet the fish?
Not very often, and I'm real careful about it because I know it's probably you're not supposed to do that, but you know, maybe once a month. But we take, you wouldn't believe these. It's like $5 or $6 worth of fish total. They're about $1 a piece, but we treat them like gold. They're our babies.
You know that those $5 fish, those dollar fish, they never live long. Like you're setting yourself up for disaster.
No, I've had talks with people around here. Doug Goodstein had a goldfish that lived for 10 years.
Wow. Do you feel you're connecting with the fish and you're giving him joy when you pet him?
Yeah, I like to think that, but it's probably not to them.
And it's out of the water when you pet him?
Yeah, well, it's only when I'm transferring them from their tank to their temporary tank to clean it.
So you comfort them, you stroke them.
Yeah, I tell them it's going to be okay and stuff.
Did you name the fish?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Pinky, Blue, Purple, Catfishy, and Catfishy 2.
And did Catfishy or Catfishy 2 pass on?
Catfishy 2 passed on today.
Oh, so Catfishy lives on.
Yeah, but the other Catfishy is so lonely because...
But will there be a Catfishy 3?
How do you know? How do you know Catfishy's lonely?
Oh, it's crying when it's in his hand.
It just swims back and forth all day.
It just sits on the bottom of the tank now, and they say, you know, I become really good friends with the guy at the pet store because I ask him all questions and go in there all the time buying medicine and stuff.
Oh, he sees you coming. He sees dollar signs. Believe me, I'm sure he's your good friend.
But he told me that these catfish they love having another catfish there, and it was the cutest thing. They used to I would wake up at 4 a.m. and go in there, and they're like laying on top of each other. It was so sweet. So it's sad for the other catfish too, and I'm really bummed, and it's going to be hard to find another one this one cleaned the tank so good, and he was always eating and real cute, and he was kind of chubby. And
you can train a new one. Have you had the barrel yet?
Yeah, I was going to ask. Are you doing anything? Are you going to just flush it, or are you going to do anything special?
I didn't have time to take him out of the tank, God rest his soul, this morning. But my girlfriend's saving him, and we're going to have a funeral when I get home.
I mean, you guys think we're joking. Richard's really torn up about this.
Yeah, I'm bummed. You know, it's sad because you become attached to things, and like you look in the tank, and they recognize you, and it's sad, man. I'm like bummed.
How do they recognize you?
Well, basically because they just want fed, but I put my face up to the tank and they all come right up to my face.
Do any of the fish, like, are any of them more shy, like kind of don't play as well as the other ones
Purple is. Yeah, Purple's kind of a loner, but the rest of them they're so cute. And my girlfriend read some article the other day online about how you can teach your goldfish to do tricks, so we're going to try and teach them to do tricks.
Richard also cried when Cotton Hill, a guest star on the King of the Hill cartoon, died.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but this is a living thing, and it's so sad. Any living thing that dies is sad.
And on your birthday too.
I know. It was such a bummer. I went in and he was laying upside down.
You sure he wasn't playing an April Fool's joke, Garden?
No,
maybe he taught himself how to play dead.
Well, he did a damn good job if he did because he turned white too. So I don't know how he could make himself do that.
What do you feed the fish?
Just fish food, the little flakes. And I actually had to order them special flakes off eBay because
sure you did.
We bought this new kind of food and it grew mold in our tank, and that's why I think this catfishy died. So I'm kind of pissed at this other kind of food.
See, it's funny that catfish need special food because catfish are they're bottom dwellers. They'll eat any crap you give them.
Well, that's what the guy at the pet store said. But meanwhile, this food, they were not cleaning it off the bottom of the tank, and it got mold on it. And I think that's what got the mold on this catfish and killed him.
Brian and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Richard, Catfishy and Catfishy 2?
Mm-hmm. That's their names, Dad Nabbit.
Is it possible it died of embarrassment?
You know, Brian, you bring up a point. Like when Richard was talking to me about Catfishy this morning, and then again now, he was very close to tears, and it reminded me like my son cried when his goldfish died when he was 3. It is like a fish. People don't usually make that kind of connection with a fish.
Yeah, I know, but we really want a dog, my girlfriend and I, but we see that we don't have time to take care of one, and I'm on the road every weekend, and it's expensive with vet bills and all that, so we decided to settle on fish, and we put all of our love into these fish.
Wait, I heard that your girlfriend did want to get a pet, but you said no animals in the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we just don't have time to
They're not clean.
We don't have time to take care of them. A goldfish can go 5 days without
what about
eating. She's allergic to cats. So, I would love a cat, but...
Yeah, but you're leaving goldfish alone and not petting it and talking to it.
They probably died of loneliness.
They got each other, though.
Thursday's wrap-up show was all about Sal and his debt. Now, Sal's got a plan. He's going to work with Christine. He's going to take over the finances and put them in better shape than they are right now. And none of us believe it. Watch the conversation. Here we go.
Heather, you're on the wrap-up show.
I just wanted to tell Sal that I just feel so bad for you. I feel so bad because I know you're in such a position and you're trying so hard. But I'm just afraid that you feel like this is your only redeeming quality is to let Christine buy all this stuff, and it's not. I'm worried about you.
Thanks, but it's not fair. Also, I mean, to put it on Christine. Yeah, we both have the credit cards. We both spend. My problem was that I just got too lax with the whole thing. And I just let her take over, and I didn't stay on top of my finances. And I need to put my foot down when it comes to that. Right. And that's what we're working on now. And it's not so much where, how can I put it? It's like I don't blame her completely for this, but the thing is that I got so much going on in my life. I'm trying to take care of my end. If you compare the cavemen back to the caveman days, they went out and they killed a woolly mammoth and the woman cooked it. I'm out there doing the hunting, and she's supposed to do.
Right, but what happens if?
And what happens is when the caveman comes back, he's just like, "Hey, where's my dinner, bitch?" You know what I mean? That's what I kept. I left it up to her to make the dinner.
So where's your dinner?
Exactly. Well, that's the point.
I'm asking you.
I'm so exhausted that I'm like, I'm going to skip this meal tonight. I go to bed hungry, I guess.
Cavemen didn't have money, so they didn't run into these issues.
So, but the thing is that, I spoke to my good friend Rich, and we're getting together on a vacation day next week, in 2 weeks or whatever, and we're going to be putting everything together. We're going to be consolidating all the credit cards. We're going to try to get a good deal, and we're going to refinance at a lower rate, and that's it. The credit cards are going to be cut up that day, and then I am putting everything on Quicken on the computer, and on top of everything else that I'm doing, I'm going to be doing the bills as well.
So, Sal, let me ask you a question. In the last 6 months, what are some of the large purchases that your family has made?
I don't know. I can't. I really couldn't.
I mean, have you had a renovation done?
No, you got to know. You would have seen the result of the purchases.
Right. The only thing I've seen is that Christine and I are going to Florida this weekend. We have shows to do out there. And, she took about 7 or 8 different outfits out with tags on them on the bed and started trying them on. And she assured me that she bought them a long time ago. Here's
a perfect example. Sal, at this time last February, a year ago, you came back from Florida and told me that story about how you had to ride the bus while your friend had the car, and about how your credit card was denied when you went to breakfast and how embarrassing it was.
Oh,
and so you went through all that, and then what did you do after that to rectify the situation?
I went to work. I just
you didn't do anything.
Right. What's there to do? I have enough stress in my life. I don't need one more.
How much is the floor?
I mean, Gary, the gun is 5 feet away from my head. I don't need to push it 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet. You know what I mean?
No, but sometimes
I don't.
Well, I sort of do. In the sense, I think sometimes with Sal, it's easier for him to put blinders on.
Right. Yeah,
and just not acknowledge the deal, and then unfortunately it builds up to something like this.
Who wants to see Christine rack up all those Motel 6 bills? I mean. He just keeps his head in.
How much do you think the floor trip will cost? Round figure,
about $800.
There's no way 5 people are flying to Florida.
No. My children aren't. My mom and my mother-in-law are watching my children.
Oh, so it's just the two of you.
Just
okay,
the two of us, and Richard and Kristen are going. So we got the hotel, and we're doing 2 gigs out there.
So okay, it's
it's not that bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford with the children and everything else. So
let's see.
Yeah. So we're putting this plan together, and we're looking to refinance, and hopefully we'll get out of the hole. And I'm going, like Howard said, I'll take my dress off and do the bills. You know,
Guarantee that never happens.
Nothing like the tough love program from Howard Stern.
Jason, why don't you think
listen, Sal's talking a big game. I guarantee 2 weeks from now there's no plan, there's no quick-in outline, there's no refinancing of anything. I think he might get some advice that he'll follow a little bit, and that'll be it.
I tend to agree with that a little bit.
I'll put. You want to make a bet, Jason?
No, because I really don't care. I'm just
okay.
saying
Well,
that I don't think it's going to happen.
Because the rest of the audience doesn't care about what you have to say either.
Oh, wow. My wife spends all my money.
I'm not wiring. I'm not wiring at all.
But
I'm not complaining one bit.
So do you think Howard went overboard this morning?
That's Howard. Howard does.
But
his
no, do you think he did?
I mean, Jesus, I think a little bit, put on the makeup, put on your dress. Sonny boy needs mommy. You're a little bitch. Get on top of your things. You make me sick. And get out.
Hey, how did you got,
I don't know.
You got really pissed at Howard, and I didn't understand this. You said, you're undermining me as a father.
That really bothered me.
But I don't understand. How was he undermining you as a father?
Well, he says, what type of father are you? You can't take care of your children. You know, I take damn good care of my children. You could put me in a fucking tent right now in the middle of Nebraska with 16 feet of snow, and you bet your sweet ass I'll take care of my children.
But he's saying, I think his basic thing is like, if you're in,
don't go after me and my children. My children are everything to me.
But to him, you're not being a good father if you're living in a horrible debt.
Well, you know what? Like, I don't know his personal lifestyle, and he keeps things quiet that he doesn't want people to know about. And I do too. And so not everything these days.
Quiet?
Yeah, can you imagine? What do I have left? But
the only thing I don't know that there's a mole on Antonio's ass. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you haven't told us.
No, the thing is that my children truly are everything to me. And, no matter what my situation is personally, my children are my priority. And yes, unfortunately, financially, I'm in a little bit of a bind. But it's not something I can't get out of.
By definition, he's saying living like that and putting your children at risk for their future means you're not being a good father. I know you love your kids.
Right.
Saying, I think inherently that's his definition.
But I mean, just to target you as a father, I mean, to me, it was wrong. I know where I stand financially, but I also know where I can stand in the future if I do the right thing. I'm not down and out. I'm not a homeless person.
Yeah, but I think
I've gotten myself in a little bit of a jam because I'm doing something that I love and I'm accustomed to a different lifestyle, and I could get out of it. And my kids are taken care of.
Are they?
Yeah.
College funds are started?
No. That, unfortunately, is not the case, but that's what I am focusing on doing. And I've been discussing this with Christine, and we have been putting it off. That's the biggest problem, is just putting it off. And that's what we're going to finally. Sometimes you need a good kick in the balls. And
I mean, to go into that end, like
this is the case.
Retirement for you, because that affects your kids.
Right.
In other words, if you get to retirement age and you have no money, guess who's in charge of you? Your kids.
Exactly.
So
I don't.
How are you doing in that area?
My whole life. Well, it's weird. My whole life, my parents lived hand to mouth, so I don't even know how we.
Do you do 401k?
Yeah, I have a 401k, but that's completely worthless.
You have those glossy photos.
That's true. I could sell a few extra photographs
T-shirts.
on the road. Yeah.
I'm still trying to get past the tent in Nebraska with the snow.
Well, I'm just saying that how much my children mean to me, that no matter what, my children will be taken care of, and
but you can't just say that. Like,
I can't. Yeah.
No, but you can't just say no matter what they'll be taken.
You can't say you're thin and good looking.
No, I'm not trying to say I'm thin and good looking.
Okay, you can't say that.
But you can't just say, "Oh my God."
That's something you definitely can't say.
Well, hold on.
And you can't say your wife never cheated on you.
Hold on, Jason.
We had this conversation with you a month ago.
Yeah, Jason, you have issues with debt. What would you recommend Sal do?
Well, I would recommend that number one, the first thing to do is you have to stop putting stuff on your credit cards today.
Right.
Like
you're right.
today, like yesterday. That's what I did. You have to stop putting stuff on, and you just got to. All your money's got to go to paying it off. That's it. I mean, no new cars unless your car breaks down and you absolutely need something new.
That's the other problem. This goddamn Land Rover is driving me crazy.
So get rid of it.
Well,
get rid of it. Downsize. Sell the car. Buy a more inexpensive, buy a less expensive, probably better running car. There's plenty of companies that make cars that run very well.
And don't worry about the brand name of the car.
I don't worry about it. And Christine said she's willing not to worry about it, even though she went to the dry cleaners today, and the lady said, I heard you buying a Mercedes, and Sal's getting his balls broken, and I had to hear from her.
You realize that car companies are in so much trouble right now that there are good deals out there to be had. And like back in the old days, you bought a car, you didn't know what it was going to be. Now they're covered for like 100,000 miles for service and everything.
Another thing, John, is I don't have children, so my problems affect me. My like if I go broke and end up on the street, that's me on the street, and I could handle that. Sal's sitting here going, "Oh, my kids are taken care of no matter what," but those are just words. There's nothing to back that up.
Where is he going with
that? No, he makes a point. They're taking care of with your love. I mean, your problems affect your wife too, Jace.
Okay, fine, but my wife is part. You know what I mean? Like, we're aware.
What
of
I'm
that.
saying,
we don't have any little children whose futures we're
Jason,
wrecking.
what I'm trying to say is that
like Salas.
Jason, what I'm saying is that I will always have the will to take care of my children under any circumstance. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Even if it means slinging hot dogs, which I'll probably be doing in 2 years.
But no, I don't think anybody here ever questioned
that's the point that I'm trying to make. Unfortunately, now my children are young, and I haven't put together a plan for their future as of yet because I'm in a bind. But that is definitely on the agenda.
And Sal,
of course, that's all I think about.
Sal, when you walked out of the window, Howard did say he loves you, and you know that.
Well, that's the most important thing. That's what keeps me going.
I was just looking at Tim. So what was the word I got? Tim is now off the detox, or
he finished his 21 days.
How much weight did he lose?
26 pounds, he said.
And then Gary told me you got mad at Gary for asking Tim what his first real meal is going to be.
Gary's like one of those guys who's waiting to see you, go back to your drug addiction.
All I said was, Tim, what's your first? Congratulations. What's your first solid meal going to be?
No, that wasn't how he was saying.
So he starts talking and all this double talk, and I go, leave the call crap. It's a simple question. What's your first meal going to be? And then you got mad.
I just said, why are you making such a big deal?
Why are you making a big deal?
Solid meal. It's no.
He wants to know.
Deal.
He's curious.
It's curious.
But he doesn't know.
Gary doesn't care how Tim feels.
How do you know that?
I know that because he wouldn't be treating him this way if he cared.
But you see, this is where you go off. Gary saying to Tim, what are you going to eat for your first solid meal? It's not a bad thing. He's not treating him badly.
And now you, who didn't see the whole conversation, are assuming that Gary told you the truth.
Well, I just heard what you said. You said you think Gary's sabotaging him.
Why are you harassing a man who's trying to regain his health? That's what I wonder.
What do you mean? Why is that harassment?
That's not a bad thing to do?
You feel that's harassment?
Yeah.
Asking a guy what your first meal is going to be?
Bothering him about anything. He's living his life. Leave him alone. He's not bothering Gary about what he eats, and God knows somebody should.
We bother Gary about what he eats all the time. As a matter of fact...
No, we don't.
I was watching Gadget Gary on Channel 11, which is Gary's new name.
Gadget Gary?
Stay right there, Tim. I'm not done with you. Gadget Gary. I got so much to talk about today. Gadget Gary. Like, how did that whole thing get started? Gadget Gary. I don't know. He's on Channel 11. I think he's trying.
Is it a regular thing?
I think this is Gary's attempt, in case I leave radio, to sort of come up with a branching out thing. He's good at it.
Good. I mean, he loves to, he loves new gadgets. That's for sure his, major passion.
Gary can't come in now because he's dealing with Ozzy and Sharon, I guess, who just showed up. But so he's getting them together. But I'll remind me when we get back to talk about Gadget Gary.
All right.
But Tim, I don't think. See, Robin, what I'm hearing is, if Gary says to Tim, "What are you going to eat for your first solid meal?" I think he's curious about the diet.
And I didn't stay there long. I walked by the conversation. I said, "What's the big deal? What's the big deal?" And I walked away.
But you almost seem like you're protecting
I'm angry. Tim. No, I'm not protecting Tim. Tim doesn't need my protection. But I just think that this anger at Tim for changing his life.
Who's angry with Tim?
Everybody who's got him under a microscope watching everything he does. You guys have to realize
Gary,
you're the obsessed ones.
Robin, you're way out of line on this. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Right. I mean, I'm a 34.
Listen, the whole group here. We didn't think Tim. We didn't think Tim would make it a day, and Tim made it 21 days, and that's great. He lost a lot of weight.
How much weight did you lose?
About probably almost 30 pounds.
And I said if I didn't eat for 21 days, I'd lose 30 pounds.
No, I've been eating like crazy. I've been eating like crazy. I'd
probably die.
Yeah,
but okay. So it's a big deal.
30 pounds is amazing.
It's a big deal that Tim made it through this whole thing. So now, today's the first day he's allowed to have a solid meal, and we were just curious what it was going to be.
Yeah, but why?
Because he's curious. Anytime a guy loses
take
weight.
yourself out of this and be normal. I mean, you're
normal.
but you're so attached to it that you can't see it.
Not, you know, again, he doesn't understand. He's obsessed with food, and we aren't.
You are obsessed
the
with
whole
food.
world's fucking crazy except for you and Tim and Dr. Ron.
I'm when Gary asked me that, I was
But the people who go on this extreme form of diet are obsessed with food. Everyone's obsessed with food.
No, we're not.
Sure you are.
No,
Tim can talk.
Food is fuel.
I have no idea what it's going to... I have no clue. I'm not that... like, when he asked me that, I was kind of stunned because I really haven't thought about it. I really haven't.
So you don't know what your first... You haven't consulted with Dr. Ronnie and Robin about what your first meal is going to be?
I'll probably have maybe some...
Don't you have to get educated and find out what you can eat?
It's like a salad or something like that. I'm not craving anything.
What if you wanted a burger?
I'm not into that. I'm really not. I'm just not... I'm not
So
craving
you have
anything.
thought about what you're going to eat then?
No, I haven't. I really haven't. If I knew, I would say, you know what, I'm going to have a
Today
steak.
you're changing your diet to make it different from the last 30 days, and you haven't thought what you're going to eat?
No.
And you haven't asked Dr. Ronnie what you should eat?
I like salad and vegetables, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
they've given you guidelines, haven't they?
Yeah, right, exactly. They've told me, like, vegetables you start to incorporate into it, and a piece of fish or something. Or
Are you
chicken.
scared to start eating?
No, not at all.
You're not worried about it?
No, I have more control over food now than I did before. Much more control. Where I would walk, like the other day, I had lunch with Lisa Lampanelli, and we're downstairs at Del Frisco's, and she orders a steak and potato and salad and so forth. And I sat there with my green drink and didn't even think about... You know, in the past, I would dive into it and probably scarf down the tablecloth.
Right, you didn't stop and think about what you were putting in.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So
do you think that that's an insulting question that Gary asked?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I
Not
didn't
at all.
say he was insulting, but it's
No,
just like,
it
leave the
stunned
man
me.
alone. Why are you worried about what he's going to put in his stomach?
It's something I never even thought about.
Do I ask you every day what you're going to eat?
No, but when somebody's just lost 30 pounds and they're having their first solid meal, you say that's a showing interest. That's saying, hey, gee, what do you do next? Where do you go from here?
But I think he was more stunned. I think he was more. Gary was
interested.
Gary was more stunned at the fact that I didn't know. Maybe I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Today's the day.
That was the thing. You're saying I got angry. Gary was like, "Come on, drop the bullshit.
No.
Tell me what you're gonna eat."
Right, but no, because Tim started going to this whole like double speak, and I'm like,
I
it's
didn't
a simple
know.
question. But I am
Wait a
I am
second,
shocked
Tim, you
that he
do
doesn't
know. You've consulted with Dr. Ronnie what
it's
the
going to be
parameters are.
it'll be vegetables or it'll be some kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I just have no. It's not one of my priorities right now. I've got my program that I do, and I'm
but you
into
have
it.
an idea of what you can and can't eat.
Exactly right. Yeah, I know what
That's
I can
what
and
Gary's
can't.
asking
Okay,
you.
that's what. If that's the question, yes, I know what I can and can't eat. But what am I going to eat? I don't know.
No, Gary was wondering about what the coming off the rehab meal was going to be like.
Right.
Are you going to go out and have your favorite steak?
I didn't
That's
say
what
that.
He
No,
wanted.
I did not say that. Somebody came over and said, "Are you going to Del Frisco's?" And Tim laughed. I genuinely want to know what the next thing is you can eat.
You can eat anything you want, basically.
Well, you can't eat anything you want because you can. Can you have a steak and fries?
Sure, if you want, if that's what you want to do. But I don't want that.
No, he's asking within the parameters of your new diet, what are you going to eat this afternoon?
You eat healthy. You eat organic.
What does healthy
fruits,
mean? He doesn't
fruits,
know.
Organic vegetables. You eat fish or chicken. You eat.
Where do you go for that? Where do you get your lunch?
Anywhere. I can go anywhere, basically, and order that. Steamed vegetables. I can get. I can order it in from downstairs. I can.
You're going to eat steamed vegetables for lunch today?
Maybe. I don't know.
What kind of vegetables do you think you like? What do you like?
Let's
Going to get a little broccoli on there?
A little broccoli, a little lettuce.
Do you dip it in anything, or you just eat it straight?
Put a little olive oil on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Robin, you agree with olive oil?
This is Tim's life. It's not mine.
But let me tell you something. Now I have control over food, where before food controlled me. So, and that's the way you saw what I was. I was like a pig. So I couldn't do it anymore. Enough is enough.
I mean, you still got weight to lose, pal.
Absolutely.
Don't get crazy.
I know. I got about another 50 pounds to go.
Yeah, but you look good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
I'm on my way.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Tim, I think.
And I'm not going to ask you what you're going to eat
Okay,
for
I got to go back to work.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
And I want to be the first. I want to be the first to admit I'm controlled by food. I mean, I don't know why that's such a. I like to eat. I don't know why that's so insane.
By the way, your weight's out of control. I was watching you on
it's
Gadget
not
Gary.
insane, Gary. It's not insane at all.
By the way, Tim is starting a new 21-day detox in a few weeks. Is that true?
Yeah, next on probably Friday or Saturday.
Next Friday?
This coming Friday.
You're starting again?
Yeah.
I mean, that's round two?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you going to be, Arnold Schwarzenegger, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to get in shape.
Good for you. Hey, listen, congratulations.
You feel good. Why do you want to feel bad?
Right. No,
You know,
30 pounds is an
seriously, I
accomplishment.
work. You know, you work during the day, and guys get wrapped up in this lifestyle like I did.
I admire you sticking with this.
Something's in your mind, all of a sudden snaps, and you do it. And
I didn't think you had the ability to do this.
I do. When you find something that works, this was the only thing that I ever tried that worked, and I've tried it everything. Believe me.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Over the
right,
last year or so, absolutely.
We will listen to more tonight on your big special with Robin and Dr. Ronnie on Howard 101.
Please call in, Gary.
I'll be eating.
Can I ask? I just want to answer something. Let me tell you something. All the emails that I've got, I got so many emails over the course of the last 3 weeks from people that listen to the show that, all of a sudden come out and they say, you know what, I'm in the same situation that you're in. I couldn't believe it. The response that I got, like on Facebook and emails to, here at Sirius and so forth, that people want to know about it.
Right.
I smell a Tim Sabian book.
No,
you never tried.
If I can help somebody, absolutely.
You never tried eating less, just smaller
I tried
portions,
it all.
and it wouldn't work for you?
Because food controlled me. I had such an urge to eat. The more I'd eat, the more I wanted. And it just kept snowballing like that. And that's why I picked up so much weight. I work a lot. I ate inconsistently. Now I eat every 2 hours. I can carry the program around in my top pocket. It's easy. It's simple. And I feel good. What more can I say?
All right.
You can't argue with success.
You look great, actually, and I'm envious of how you look. But are you okay? Like, you seem like you're in a daze or something.
Right? Yeah. You're not joking, right?
No, I'm not joking because I'm actually serious. Because you're one of the most gregarious guys I've ever met. Like you come and you go, "Hey, what's up?" He tackles you all the time, and now you look like you're sort of going to faint or something.
No, I'm
you're
more.
all right,
I think
right?
I'm more focused. I'm.
Good, all right.
Now, you seem like there's just a sap of. You seem like the shell of a former self or something.
Well,
by the way, Steak is on the phone from Del Frisco. Steak. Nice steak.
Tim, I miss you.
Artie, you weigh 300, right?
When I went to Hippocrates and did my Tim little thing down there, I weighed 288 going in. When I left, I weighed 278.
And what do you think? You think you've maintained that?
No, I'm probably about 285 now.
Yeah.
I'm probably about back. Because when I went down there, they did an official weigh-in, and I was 288. And
so
I
you
lost
300.
I probably lost but I was before them, but I probably had lived a little bit better going up to that. And then I lost about 10 pounds down there, so I'm probably back around 285.
Want to ruin your day and weigh in?
Huh?
Want to ruin your day and weigh in?
I don't care.
Go weigh yourself. See what you weigh. You too, Gary. I want to see what you weigh. I think Gary's almost up to you. I'm telling you, Artie.
Are you? You're thinking, no, they're no way the same.
You're saying Artie wants to get down to where Gary... Oh, it's not working. Oh, wait. Okay, now it is. You weigh 225. 225, though. He's a short guy. Who's taller, you or Artie?
Artie, I think Artie's tall. How tall are you, Artie?
Taller. Maybe a half an inch taller.
How tall are you?
It depends. 5'9", 5'10", I don't know, 5'9".
I'm like 5'8.5".
All right, Art, go ahead. Let me see what you're up to. Ooh. Yeah, you put on a few. 297. 297. He fell off the wagon a little on the food, but he's straight otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Maybe because you're sober, you're...
The last week I've been eating, but...
Well, yeah, we saw a little bit of an eating jag going on there the last couple of weeks. Remember that one day he was loading in like...
Sometimes watching Artie eat gets distracting during the show, and I lose my train of thought.
I ate a lot this weekend, too. But...
Wow. 297, you went back up.
Well... Down at this place, it's like it's like going to a doctor's office. They make you strip and get on one of those fucking things that's like...
oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little more accurate than that, but I was 288 down there.
Gadget Gary ought to try testing out a treadmill as one of those gadgets.
He should keep harassing Tim about what he's going to do.
I'm not harassing him. You don't think
after him the whole
Robin,
time.
It's conversation, Robin.
It'll never work, Tim.
I know. I didn't say that.
You must be suffering.
See, Robin hears other people saying that because there's a lot of people out there that do that. That say, "Oh, you must be dying to go down to Del Frisco's and all that stuff."
Waving cupcakes in his face.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
Well, but maybe I'm just getting on your case for all of the others.
You are, but I mean, Robin, again, take a step back. A guy has made a drastic move in his life where he has cut out food for 21 days. You think it's weird to ask him how it's going?
I don't think it's any of your business.
What is any of your business?
It's ridiculous.
I don't think it's any of your business to ask what I want to talk to my friend Tim about.
I really don't. I don't think about what. Have I ever asked asked you what you're going to eat?
You're becoming a mother hen on this thing with Tim.
No, but really, have I ever asked you what you're going to eat?
If I didn't, let me ask you a question. If I didn't eat for 21 days, would you be a little interested? Answer
no,
yes.
Forget about me. I should be asking you what you're eating.
If I didn't eat for 21 days,
I ask him what he eats.
But I don't.
Well, that's you.
It's foreign to me because I wouldn't bother a person.
Listen,
you would have
shot.
before you got on his diet.
You lost weight.
I didn't bother anyone.
Oh, stop it. Sure you do. You used to ask people how they do it or how they lose weight if you were interested. Come on. That's conversation.
In a sympathetic way. I don't stand in the hall and try to...
You've gone way overboard.
Like
you are so possessive of Tim.
He is
It's like your boyfriend.
Possessive.
Oh, you have completely...
He is telling Tim... I've had soup with him
Robin,
sometimes.
you were answering Tim's questions like you were his wife.
No. He was telling Tim that, stop drinking. First of all, I've heard him on the wrap-up show saying Tim has drunk the Kool-Aid. Stuff like
I
that.
said Tim drank
like
the Kool-Aid.
He's indoctrinated.
And I've said that I think that in order for this to work for Tim, he's got to go into it full force and believe whatever he has to believe.
He keeps repeating food controls me, but I don't control food.
Right.
He's got some new mantras going.
But those are all his.
They are?
You never heard me say it. Those are his own concoctions.
Yeah, he comes up with things.
We have a list.
It's not like Ronnie did it.
So, Tim, dieting is hard enough on its own. Never mind every step of the way having to be sort of everything broken down by Howard at the beginning. Is this really making things that much more difficult for you?
No, I love the challenge. People, say that you can't do something. That just makes me want to do it all the more. And this program that I'm on is so simple and so easy that anybody can do it. And you're feeding your body every 2 hours. You can carry the program around in your pocket. And it's so simple. And the results speak for themselves. Success is success. So mvdiet.com is Dr. Ronnie's site. If you're interested, go on it, and it works.
So you're hooked?
I'm not hooked. I'm just into it. I feel good, and you can't argue with feeling good. So that's what it's all about.
Was Gary's question to you about eating, was it as evil as Robin's trying to make it out?
No, not at all. It threw me off because I really haven't thought about it. Their persona is that I haven't, eaten food in the last 3 weeks, which is, true. I haven't chewed in the last 3 weeks, but because I'm satisfied with the nutrients that this program provides, that it really after a few days you really lose your appetite or your desire for things because you're totally satisfied. And I was kind of thrown off because I really don't know, or I really haven't considered. I know what I can eat, or should eat, but when you feel good, you don't want to put anything in your body that's going to make you feel bad again. So that's kind of the premise of the whole program.
Avoid shocking the system.
Exactly. You ease into it, and but you feel good. You want to continue to lose weight and feel good and so forth. So why would you want to put something in that's going to slow down that process?
So Gary, absolutely no malicious intent before when you asked him about what
No. I break his balls a little bit. I'm definitely breaking his balls, and I'm surprised he got this far. But I've never, said we got to go to Del Frisco's to get a steak. I've never put a cupcake in front of his nose. I've told him flat out that I'm surprised that he got this far. I did not think he'd make it this far, and I was really interested to find out, what are you going to eat now that you're going to eat?
So why do you think Robin becomes so defensive over this program? And so
because I think that if Tim fails, it makes the program look bad, and Robin's a big supporter of the program. And I think Robin also wants to see Tim succeed. But, she clearly she really believes in the program, and she wants to see people succeed on it.
But given the circumstances and the environment here, Tim's going to get ribbed a little bit. She's got to roll with it, I think.
Well, to act like, if she wasn't involved in this program, to act like she wouldn't be us is insane. She'd be doing what we do because, she's too close to it. I said that to her on the air.
Robin, you were very upset with Gary today when he...
Oh, here we go. I would not characterize it as upset. Did you get it on camera?
Yes.
And you thought I was very upset?
I thought you rushed to the defense of Tim and the program very quickly when Gary could have just been teasing Tim.
Yeah, but who needs that? Why is everything that Tim does about, changing his diet, changing his health, subject to the ridicule of these people here?
Well, I think he was...
I just collapsed. Maybe I better eat something.
Yeah, seriously. This isn't a good advertisement for your program. Maybe Gary was right. Maybe Tim does need a steak.
Yeah, let's do that again.
I think Well, I think because Tim is known as sort of a steak and potatoes guy around here. He's one of the guys. He goes out to eat. He's been known to love food.
Right.
And now that he's, made such a drastic change, that's why he's getting, catching some heat or getting ribbed a little bit.
So you admit he's catching some heat.
Absolutely.
And so my coming to his defense is a very natural thing because he's catching heat.
But it was almost portrayed as though Gary was trying to throw him off his game, trying to throw him off his diet, when I don't think Gary was being unsupportive. I think he was just teasing him a little bit. And you seemed very upset by that.
Well, again, why is whatever anybody does here everybody's business? I think there's an emphasis on it. That's all. It's like somebody's trying to change something. It's not easy to change your life. Give a person a break. How about giving them a little support?
So you're drawing a little bit from your own personal experience, the way Howard sort of criticized you the entire time.
Absolutely.
You changed your way.
Absolutely.
So you're saying, look at my result and wait till you see
No, I'm
Tim.
saying I had to endure. I don't want to see somebody else endure it alone. I was alone.
Well, and also because you were so
I
successful.
certainly didn't get any help from you. So I was alone.
But you were
hitting on you again?
No. I'm making an adamant point that I don't hit on him, okay?
Whatever the kids call it these days.
The kids.
So you're saying, look at my success and,
No, I'm saying I was alone, and it simply offends me that you don't get support for doing things around here. And when I heard that, and I've heard it over and over again, maybe I came down on Gary in a way that was probably more, for someone else around here who, because I see this all the time. Every time I walk through the halls and Tim is here, people are getting on his case.
So Gary bore the brunt is what you're saying.
Yeah, for everybody, because everybody's doing it.
But you think Tim's on the right path? He's gonna do this. He's gonna lose the next 50.
I think that Tim should run his own life.
Gary's a good guy. Beth and I were watching him on TV, and I go, Gary's a really good producer. And Beth goes, Gary's such a great guy. Don't you always feel like when Gary's around, everything will be okay? So I was like, wow, Gary's really getting some props.
That's nice.
Yeah. I do love Gary, but then he was on, then they interviewed him on CW11 some more. Like, he was the whole show, and they were asking Gary, like, what he's going to do if I leave.
Oh, really?
Can I come in and talk about what the weird part was for me?
And I said to Beth, I go, there's my nightmare. I mean, Gary's got wife and kids. And if I leave, who the fuck is going to hire him?
Channel 11.
Now he's scrambling around trying to be Gadget Gary, so that just in case I leave.
That's not true.
And I got all sad.
I
can't leave because of you.
But no, leave if you want to. Because listen, I'm almost 50 years old. How long are you going to be responsible for me?
I don't know, but
you shouldn't feel responsible.
Because Gary goes, I don't know. Maybe I'll go into television. Maybe I'll be executive producer of the Channel 11 News. And I'm going to myself, oh no, Gary doesn't have any news background. He doesn't have any television background.
Show.
They're not going to hire you. I'm doomed. I got to worry about you the rest of my life.
So supportive. You know what the weird part of that was? That was for
and
me.
He's a great producer, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening,
he really is. He's amazing.
It's like you try to give a daughter away from marriage.
I know. He's a terrific producer. A lot of fun.
Does he come with a dowry?
He's very in control.
I feel weird, like, because I wanted to talk to Artie about this morning.
If I get you a job somewhere, then I can leave, right?
You can leave no matter what. Because there's a whole group of, behind me is Will and Jason who just got married, and Scott DePace with a wife and kids, and John Hahn with a wife and kids.
No, and that's the other one. That's the other two names I always pull out.
What?
Will and Jason. The hell are they going to do?
They're going to come with me.
Yeah, where?
We don't know yet. Oh, I know where we're going. I'm going to produce the Robin Quivers show. We got a whole plan. We're all going. Robin's getting a TV show. I'll produce it. And those guys will come.
Well, now we got a plan.
Will and Jason have experience, helping produce this show. I mean, they could produce television.
Well, you're acting like Gary doesn't have that experience.
No, I'm not acting. I'm saying Gary as well, of course, but so do Will and Jason on some level.
Let me get to the point. If anyone out there will hire Gary, we'll throw Jason in for free.
It's a package deal.
But don't you think that it almost? I know that you're worried about everybody, but don't you think it makes Will and Jason feel bad that if you leave, they can't find work? As if they
no, I don't think they feel bad.
I think it's going to make them feel real bad if I leave and they can't find work.
But I think that they're very qualified to go and be segment producers on shows, on really big shows.
But let me ask you, where are the first 5 shows you think you could be producing?
Me or them?
You.
I think they have a better shot at getting a job than I do.
Why?
Because they don't ask for as much, and they're qualified in a very special area. Like Will is a researcher and a segment producer, and he could do that on almost any show. He's that good.
He could absolutely do. You don't deal with these guys anymore, and I can't wait, hopefully, to get to that level. But when I do Conan and Letterman, these guys who are my segment producers, Will could do that.
Yeah, but most of those
with
guys
his
are
eyes closed.
comedy writers.
Not all of them.
Also,
No, and different kinds of shows. They don't necessarily have to have a comedy background.
The guy at Letterman.
All right, you're making me feel better.
And Jason, who doesn't produce as many segments, does it a lot too. And again, he's involved and he's really smart. And I think that especially Will, because he does that specifically, could get a job tomorrow at any number of places.
Jerry Springer?
No, I mean like anywhere from
Oprah?
Jon Stewart to a Tonight Show or a Letterman.
I know what you're saying, though. The segment producer, he doesn't have to be a writer per se, but he's got to have an understanding of comedy because he's, telling what you said to Dave or whatever. And Will certainly has that. I mean, Will's knows comedy, I think.
Was Frank Gannon a comedy writer? Or he was
a speechwriter.
But he was your segment producer.
He was a writer, though.
For Nixon.
But what kind of writer?
He was working for Nixon.
Right, so he wrote speeches, but how did that translate to what he could bring for Dave?
know.
He just had a good
Write me a
understanding.
snappy line, Frank.
I just think he had a good understanding of how to talk to somebody and translate that to Dave and turn it into questions.
I hope you're right. You're making me feel better. That's good. All right. Everybody's all set.
But
then.
again, the question is...
Sounds like these doors will be opening up for everyone.
When will you tell us?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, seriously.
I don't know myself what I want to do.
But, I mean, do you think... when you say you'll give us notice, do you think, like, a week is good?
I'll give you my notice now. Just if you find a job, fine, and then if I stay here, then I'll get
the last person you told that to went to the Tonight Show.
You think about it.
I hope everyone ends up at the Tonight Show.
But I mean, really, what do you think is an adequate amount of time to tell a staff?
2 weeks. Is that enough time for you? All right, 3 weeks you want? What do you want me to do? I don't know.
If you think about it, it's at this point it's April. I mean, it's only really a year and a half,
But listen, here's the point.
That's why I said to him he doesn't have 2 more years.
I can't believe how fast that went by. It's a year and a half left.
But here's my point. So let's say I'm here, and I have every intention of leaving. And then Mel walks in and he goes, okay, you can be here X amount of days, you can do this, I only want this amount of shows, blah, 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 blah. So suddenly there's something interesting to do.
Sure. Yeah, but what if
What if I told you that I was leaving and then all of a sudden I'm staying?
But what if somebody got a job somewhere else? Would you be mad at them that you said you were leaving and somebody got a job?
I was reading an article the other day saying that something like Google might even approach me to change their whole business because I'm the only one who seems to be able to get things started.
I mean, there was a great article the other day that said that at the end of your run here, that you could end up just getting a studio
and doing your own
thing and sending content out to everybody.
So what if I do that?
I'm interested.
Well, I was looking for you.
Can't he get an interview?
Send me your resume.
What?
I've only got one thing on it.
Can't he get an interview?
I'll hire that Techno Beaver guy, though. He's around.
I'm starting to think about that. Name's not so bad.
You want to know something? Not only is Techno Beaver good, but you got to wear the costume.
No.
Nothing over your face, just like the big fur.
I got to say, I can't be the guy on TV like the weatherman. I can't wear antlers. I mean, I do it here
it'd be great
for you, but I'm not going to go on the news in a fucking beaver costume.
Oh, my God. You would be the biggest thing. First of all, kids would love you.
Now syndicate that.
You want to know something? Fred, I'm being dead serious.
I know.
Gary, I'm telling you.
I'm with you.
If you wore the like you just showed up at a beaver thing, and you're the beaver gadget guy.
Techno Beaver.
I mean, it'd be amazing.
And you give it 4 slaps to the tail instead of 4 stars.
I mean, I'll tell you what, you'd probably get on NBC. Fuck Channel 11.
Well, see, here's what's going on. The problem in this whole thing with with being like a gadget person is for years it was just a guy who worked in a magazine or whatever. Now everybody figured out get a hot chick.
Yeah, well,
so it's like now there's like smoking hot chicks.
So what are you going to do?
Hot chicks are a dime a dozen. Techno Beaver is only one.
That's why you got to be Techno Beaver.
There's a
chick from CNET who's on CBS Early Show.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Really cute chick.
So Techno Beaver's looking better and better.
All right,
you come on and you're Gary, the gadget guy.
How are you going to compete with her?
And you know what? To kids, you're just some old dude who's sitting there with gadgets and creeping them out.
But I have to talk to
Beaver.
I'm talking to my generation.
Yeah, but if you were Techno Beaver, everyone would want you.
You better copyright that too, because apparently there's some company in the United Kingdom. They call themselves Techno Beavers Limited.
Uh-oh.
What do they sell?
They don't sell anything. They do tax returns, audit, and management accounts.
See, they're not afraid of being Techno Beaver.
I bet the president doesn't wear the outfit.
He should.
Can you imagine somebody showing up to do your taxes in a beaver costume?
You make like a rating system. I give this 5 beaver teeth. 5 beaver teeth.
Or 5 slaps of the tail.
Yeah. You got a big tail. That'd be great.
Big paddle tail.
Techno Beaver.
Let's go into the Techno Dam and check out the new
Talk
modems.
to the people at CW11. I bet you they love it.
Develop a techno dance.
They'd love anything that you would talk about like this.
If you go on as Techno Beaver, I will get them the highest ratings of their life.
Can you imagine, like the gadget you like the best that gets a dance, the techno dance?
You could do the whole thing from the middle of a stream when you're building a dam. Lined up on my dam today is a new gadget I just found.
Look at how easy this would be. Now he doesn't have to do the segment live. It's on video.
This is exactly the costume I'm thinking of. Just put Gary's face in there. There it is.
Let me see it.
That's exactly it. That's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's the idea is right.
It's the same idea.
Got a picture of it. Techno Beaver. Look at that, John.
And that music can only mean it's Techno Beaver time.
You know how fucked up this is, Howard?
Yeah.
DePace told me somebody already went and bought the domain name technobeaver.com.
Oh, my God.
You give that back. Well, that's why they know a good idea.
You need that.
You know who bought it? The pace. Be funny, too, if, Gary built a gadget out of, he built a dam out of gadgets that he doesn't like. Like that goes into my dam.
Yeah.
Because it's not good, so I can, keep the water away.
This gadget goes to the bottom of the river because it's a piece of doo-doo.
and then he can eat through the products he doesn't like and save the ones he does.
He opens the packages for the state.
I'm not putting this one in my dam.
He opens the packages with his teeth. Oh, that's too much.
So Gary, Techno Beaver aside, where do you see yourself in what industry and what capacity if you had to predict right now?
I see myself producing a show. I see myself working in television. I've met with a lot of people who work in the industry who seem to think that there's a place for me. Howard obviously not being one of them. He thinks you have no TV experience and I'm not a comedy writer, that I can't get a job. But I think I could get a job. But having said that, it's scary to think about having to go out and look for work. I haven't looked for work in 25 years. By the time it's done, I will not have looked for work in 27 years. So that's rough.
But in turn, those 27 years could give you make you invaluable.
Listen, I think I have great experience. I bring a lot to the game, but you'll never know what it is. I'll never know what my value is, so I have to go out and test it. It's easy for people to say to me, I don't think you'll have any trouble getting a job. Yeah, you'll have no trouble getting a job, but then I'm the one who has to go out and get a job. So I think about it all the time.
Now, Howard also mentioned he's worried about guys like Jason and Will, behind the scenes guys like that, and you sort of alluded to the fact you'd like to take them with you.
Listen, I've told them that a bunch of times. I mean, I wish if I could take the core of that crew with me to a show, but of course I have nowhere to go yet. But if I went somewhere and I were running my own show, I would clearly think of those guys first because I know what they can do, and I think that they're undervalued.
So you'd come back to the island to get them.
If I could, sure. Right. Yeah, I have a great comfort zone with those guys, but like I said, I think Will's as good as any segment producer that's around right now.
When this show is all said and done,
yes.
Can your job right now translate, as already seemed to think? Can you become a segment producer or researcher at a different in a different format?
I plan to become a starter at a golf course. I know that job usually goes to 85-year-old men, but I'm starting a new generation of starters.
No, don't be such a smartass. I want to know what your plans are after this.
I think I could I think I could get a job as a segment producer on a show, either a talk show, or probably a talk show or like a tabloidy show.
Where will you target, and how long will you wait for Howard to decide?
Well, I know firsthand that Maury Povich,
it's a lot of work.
Jerry Springer, and the great Steve Wilkos just moved their shows to Connecticut. So those are 3 opportunities. The great, what's his name? What's that guy that's on Saturday Night Live? Jimmy Fallon, who I've always thought is hilarious. Just started a show here in Manhattan, and I love the guy. I've been a fan for years, so it'd be great to maybe head over there. So is Letterman. I'm sure everyone there has been a million years over there. Jon Stewart. I'm not going to L.A., I can promise you that. For less than...
And she probably said to the reporter, you know...
But a lot of these shows have established staff members in positions. How do you plan
Well, I'll
on
kill their staff members, and then I'll fucking get in. All right, Dick? Why you gotta bring that up?
And she went on about
Maybe one of them will get pregnant or
Maybe
some
it's a
shit.
language thing?
Or raped and not want to go to work.
Oh, gross.
Making it seem
gross.
like saying, yeah, I'm his mother just as much as his mother.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Otherwise, just have the old lady support me.
I started reading some of the fine print.
Mr. Kaplan.
Yes, sir.
You were mentioned in Howard's, let's call it worry report. He was worried about you and Will.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? Are you worried?
I'm very worried. I'm very worried. I think about it all the time. Look, I've been spoiled. I got this job right out of college. It's one of the best jobs on the planet to have. And I haven't really been put in a position to go out and look for a job since my first job at Roy Rogers in high school. So it scares me. I think about it all the time. And it's kind of, you don't want to make too many plans because our contract's up in a year and a half. It's like, you don't want to make any plans that extend past a year and a half because you don't know what my deal's going to be.
Well, how long do you wait till for him to make the decision? I think you just go proactively and try to get something going before that.
I think starting in January 2010, the last full year of the contract, is when I'm going to start looking at things seriously in terms of figuring out what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go under the assumption that Howard is not coming back unless I hear otherwise, because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. And hopefully once somebody, my goal here is that somebody else goes on to do something good and I can just latch on.
But you want to stay in this industry, entertainment, radio, television, something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to get a real job. I love radio, I love television, I love producing. I'm hoping John Hein comes up with another brilliant $1 million website idea and he'll hire me to, get him coffee or something. Maybe Gary will get a good job someplace, or I hold out hope for the pace, but he's really the one that's screwed after all this. It's very hard to find a TV show where nobody moves ever to direct, but it's scary. I don't know, Greg. I don't know. We all don't come from Chatham, okay, with a golden fucking spoon in our mouths. A lot of us have to go out and scrape.
I can't wait to just eat from that golden spoon. Richard, if someone were to be writing the book of Richard Christie, your biography, and we've gotten up to the point of the Howard Stern years, what comes in the next chapter?
In the next chapter?
Yes.
First off, it'd have to be a book that you could read at the 4th grade level, because I'm pretty dumb, so I'd be able to read my own biography. It'd have to be written for dummies like me.
A lot of pictures.
Lots of pictures, yeah. It'd be like See Pug Run. It'd like See Richard Prank. Richard makes pranks. Richard prank calls. That would be my biography. I'd like to make it simple so everybody can read it. But the next chapter, who knows? If you'd asked me this 5 years ago, I would have never thought my next chapter would be licking Sal Governelli's balls and getting my nuts shocked and showing my butthole to millions of people on TV. So you never can tell. I don't like to make predictions. I just kind of go with the flow, like the dude from Big Lebowski. Whenever life deals you a bad hand, just do like the dude and just say, fuck it. Fuck it. That's what I'm thinking for my future. Fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I am, making some plans and stuff, but you just got to be positive. Like to go